Anthony on satellite radio. Host Anthony Cumia and Greg Opie here. And Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy comment. Profanity like a rap. Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
Our show is stupid.
This is so irresponsible.
This should be illegal. It really should be. It's so unethical.
God, I hate fucking radio.
This could be the worst audio ever.
Shut up. Shut your fucking mouth. This is terrible.
We just suck all around.
I hope you show restraint in fucking my girlfriend.
This stinks.
Fucking shut the fuck up. We get it. Get it.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's do this.
Thud, thud, thud.
Okay, good deal. Blah, blah, blah.
Good morning, everybody. And ain't it a fine morning?
Windy.
Looking at this drunken idiot on the front page of the paper.
How did I get on the paper? I figured I'd head you all off at the pass.
Raging drunk. You never want your picture on the front page with the words raging drunk. Raging drunk slashes Muslim cabbie.
Oh, yeah?
The fuck is wrong with this guy?
You think you said it? He's a raging drunk.
Had a
was
few
a little
beers
drunk?
and
Yeah.
you think he's regretting it today?
He's some film student,
Yeah.
and he was supposedly in Afghanistan doing his thesis. And then he gets back here, jumps in a cab, says to the cabbie, asks him if he's Muslim, and then greets him in Arabic, and then stabs him. And says, consider this a checkpoint.
They said he was a little nuts, too, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Good thing it's front page. On the front page. Of
I
both
heard that on the
papers.
news driving in.
Sounds about right, I guess. Well, I mean, this is a good front page, don't you think? With the
Yes,
whole
I
boss
do.
thing happening,
Yes.
everyone's talking about it. And
I'm only weighing it in what never makes the front page.
oh, I see.
And well, this should be front page, but
Other things aren't front page.
no, they're not even on page 10.
With a big "What a disgrace" headline underneath his blonde hair, blue-eyed picture.
He looks like he could be related to E-Rock. He kind of has that frumpy body.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Just imagine
he's wearing
E-Rock
an
all of a
E-Rock
sudden
shirt.
getting really drunk and raging. Like, you can't imagine that, ever.
They're showing it on the news.
Every
the front
news.
page. Oh, I'm sure fucking Morning Joe is saying something. Look at the serious faces on these people.
Morning
as
Joe.
they say, whoa, what a disgrace.
I got to jump in. Morning Joe's a little better than the rest of them. I'm telling you right now.
Is it really taxi terror they're calling it?
He's a little better. I would like to see what he's saying, but I don't know, whatever.
I'm sure, whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to calm everybody down.
Obviously,
Yeah,
people should be
thank
talking
God.
about this today. I mean, the point you're making when it's a hate crime where a black individual is involved, they bury the story.
I can't
we all
even-
know that by now.
How do you not think about it anymore? I can't do it anymore. I can't come into work and look at the paper and all of a sudden have my day ruined. How do you not let it control you? I can't. It's stupid. It's bogging me down.
Doesn't that just get you angry?
But I don't want this. This should be on the front page. This is a big story.
Yeah.
But why do I think of other shit? I don't know how to not do that.
It's weird.
And think of what
Dude,
makes
it's a
page
weird
19.
It's a weird world, this mainstream media.
Oh my God! Why do I let it bother me?
I say, ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world.
But let's make fun of this kid and his perfect hair and his nerdy glasses and not a hint of muscle on his body, and he's attacking a Muslim. And he was in
yeah.
Afghanistan, like you said, doing a thesis, film thesis.
A feces.
He was doing feces in Afghanistan for a film or whatever. So he kind of knows a little bit about the Muslim.
Yeah, yeah.
So why is he turning on these people?
He should know, especially with the way he looks, that prison won't be kind to him.
He's going to get fucked.
You think he's gonna go to jail?
I don't belong here. I don't belong here. I want my mommy.
Craze film student, recently embedded with Marines in Afghanistan, is accused of a drunken, hate-fueled attack on a Muslim cabbie in Midtown.
Hate fueled.
Further heightening tensions in a city already gripped by the Ground Zero mosque controversy.
Gripped.
21. Asked his victim if he was Muslim. Yeah, answered all this, and then fucking stabbed him. Where did he stab the guy?
In a cab.
Slashed him.
Right in the neck.
Did he stab him in the neck?
Yeah.
He went
Attempted
berserk.
murder.
The neck, slashing the neck and face through the taxi partition. Through that little hole.
How did he get him?
God, what's wrong with the cab driver? You can't move away? Man, when I was...
He left that little hatch open that you pay through?
Yeah, when I was attempting to punch a cabbie through that hole, it's not easy. All you have to do is move.
You were attempting to punch the cabbie through the hole?
Yeah, that's an old story, man. I've told it a fucking million times.
Waving your arm through there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when
he-
he got in a fight with a cab driver.
And he moves his head?
That's all he has to do is move his head.
He probably didn't see it coming.
No, well, then he jumped out, and then we fucking squared off. And
If I was this guy's attorney, I would argue the only place he could stab him was the neck because he, he was only through that little hole. He wanted to stab him in the knee as a gesture.
You know, a fucking attorney will take that.
Of course.
Take that little tidbit and try to make something of it.
He was paying him with a knife.
Wow. Wow, this is a weird story. He doesn't seem like the type of person that would do something like that.
He snapped.
Why did he snap? What do we know about this?
Probably the mosque thing, and probably he was in Afghanistan.
But
He met a lot of the people, and he was probably disgusted.
I don't know. They got a picture with him and an Afghan boy.
He might be nuts.
You think he just lost his mind?
Something I read yesterday said he was he's off. He's been taken for a mental evaluation.
Yeah,
Who knows?
He really is wearing an Iraq shirt.
Oh, he's awful.
Imagine-
Fat calves.
Imagine an Iraq character starts the Holy War. Really? This is what starts it? Some Iraq frump? Sorry, Iraq. I don't know why.
And the cab driver is meeting with Mayor Bloomberg.
That's
today.
good.
The mayor has invited him.
Cool.
I wonder if the mayor invites everybody that is attacked because of their religion or race down to meet with him and discuss things like tolerance and apologize for everybody. You think that happens when a white guy gets the fuck beat out of him
Dude, I can't
by a
even think
gang
about
of
it.
black people?
I can't even think about it. I
think that
can't.
happens?
I can't go down that road. It's just going to ruin my day. I'm right now looking at this. I'm trying to go keep it in perspective. This guy really is a scumbag.
Yeah.
For attacking this cab driver. This guy didn't do anything wrong. He's just fucking making his living. 4 kids. He's lived here for a while. And this guy's a bit of a nut, and he attacked him. And I have to remember that.
Yes.
This has nothing to do with the way the media or the sissy voice mayor. This has nothing to do with anything. I can't think of it. I don't upset myself.
It's infuriating.
It is.
I read a blog from this guy that was robbed in the city, and he described him being robbed, but it was kind of done in a humorous fashion. He described what they did wrong. They got him. Him and his buddy were walking, 2 white guys, 4 black guys, I think 5 black guys came up to him and beat the fuck out of him and his friend and robbed them. And he described what they did wrong, which was kind of funny, that they put a little too much effort into it because they really didn't need to. They could have just asked for his money. He'd have given it up. The kicking in the face was definitely unnecessary. The speed at which they did it, as they said, hurry up, hurry up. It was like, look, we're under a stressful situation, trying to get our money out as you were kicking us repeatedly. And it was done very funny, but you could tell this guy was traumatized by it.
Sure.
I never heard about it.
I didn't either.
The mayor never invited them down to meet with them, and it was and they were throwing out racial epithets, the black guys to the white people, cracker, white motherfucker, shit like that. It happens all the time.
All the time.
But again, there's no need for tolerance there.
I just don't want to think about it. I don't know how to not let it bother me.
I can't stop saying it just to keep you thinking about it.
I want to be a better. I want to be a happier person.
Dude,
It's a fucking. It's like you
then
just,
quit this job.
no.
Every morning.
But I can't.
problem.
I don't want to not think of
No
that.
fucking problem. Yeah, I mean, you even turned me on that whole thing. Now I see it clear
It's
as day.
constant.
A white guy commits a hate crime, it's front page news, and when a black guy does it, it's buried. That is an absolute truth.
Like there was some Spanish guys getting attacked. It's not always white people that get beat up. There's
That's
some
true,
I think
yeah.
Mexican guys that were
Just
being
happened in
attacked by
Staten
black
Island.
guys, Staten Island.
Right.
It's not front page
Oh,
news.
that was very recent too.
Yeah.
Let's find out what page that was on.
They were targeting them, I think.
That was
Mexicans, right?
actually that was a big story for a while. They've been paying attention to the Staten Island hate crimes for a while.
I didn't see it on the front page.
No, not at all. Mayor Bloomberg had this to say: "This attack runs counter to everything that New Yorkers believe. No matter what God we pray to."
How about just saying this guy should go to prison for a long time? If he's guilty, he's an animal. Like, why do you have to go in and make it so deep? What a coward.
Governor
stabbed
Patterson
somebody.
also weighed in, saying the potential for this kind of violence is one of the reasons why I have called publicly for a respectful and unifying conversation about the mosque project. We cannot and will not allow bias and ignorance to infect our communities and deny our hardworking, innocent residents the respect they deserve. This guy was a kook, though, man.
What's the time? I know that we
got more info on the attack.
Was it about? Did he say it was about the mosque though? Like,
well, yeah, we got some info right here. Ron in Jersey, go ahead.
Hey guys.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, I just heard on Fox News before 6 o'clock that the kid who stabbed the cabbie works for a group that supports the mosque, and the cab driver, who's been here for 35 years, is against putting the mosque down there. So, of course, the news is all flipped around now because now they're digging into this kid's past.
So the cabbie really is against the mosque being at Ground Zero?
Really?
That's what Fox News said.
That's good news.
He says 2 blocks is too far.
yeah.
Oh, you got to give him that one. I mean, there's a Muslim that's against the mosque. There you go. That's pretty good. Huh?
So I said the kid worked for a group that's for building the mosque there, so maybe that was the reason, because the cabbie's against it and the kid's for it. Maybe that's why, because he was a drunken moron.
He's a drunken moron. You know.
He was too drunk to be processed, they said. They said, no, you know what happened was he came out, like the cabbie, I guess the cabbie had locked him in at one point and then the guy got out somehow and was running, and the cops saw it. And this guy is holding his own throat and he's bleeding. And the cops took the guy to Bellevue because he was too drunk to be processed.
Dude,
I wonder if he's just an alcoholic who relapsed, because they said he had a problem with alcohol at one point.
What do you think?
Oh, man.
This all went down on a Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Oh, and he was hammered.
So happy hour barely began.
Oh, shit.
Tuesday at 6 o'clock. I'm thinking this was like a late night.
He might not even remember this.
Sounds like our own Oscar.
You think he's waking up somewhere going, "Ah, fuck"?
Can I tell you, this is the stuff that keeps me from drinking again. It's like you don't know what you're going to do, and you'll have no memory of it.
Yeah.
He might really not believe that he did this.
Imagine having to go through all that, not remembering that you even did anything.
What?
It's like a what? No, stop it. Kid. Wow, that would suck.
Oh, my God.
Hey, thanks for the info, Ron.
Wow.
I've woken up on some bathroom floors, but I've never stabbed anybody, as far as I know.
You don't take cabs.
That's true.
Yeah, everyone's saying the cabbie was anti-mosque.
Okay.
Everyone's saying that. Used to drive a cab. Yeah, now we got to talk to some old cab drivers that have been through the war. Let it be known, Brian, I don't like many of you guys. So, with that said, what do you got?
Welcome aboard.
Good morning,
Yeah,
Opie.
exactly.
I used to drive a taxi back in the 90s in Philly, and I was attacked on 2 separate occasions, attacked and robbed on 2 separate occasions by gentlemen with darker skin, and I was lucky to even get the police to respond, much less have the mayor invite me over for a conference.
Yeah, I doubt that would happen. Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, we pick and choose who we have to focus on.
It's like Jim said
That's always
so
been
many
the
times.
case.
It's just expected.
It's expected, and that's all it is.
Expected of them. So, you just blow it off as, well, that's business as usual.
When a person kills a dog, it makes the paper. When a dog bites a person, well, that's just business as usual. And that's, believe me, that's a horrible way to say it, but that is the way
Simple terms. You put it in the
they
simplest
look at it.
of terms.
That's the way they look at it.
Brian, you didn't get your cocktail with the mayor down there, huh?
No, I did not. Not at all.
What'd you get for your troubles?
Black eyes, some busted teeth, a couple of busted ribs.
Great.
A few weeks off from work without pay.
Jesus.
They pulled you out of the cab?
Pardon me?
They pulled you out of the cab?
Well, the second occasion was the bad one. They actually ran me from behind, and I thought they just were tailgating too close and didn't stop in time. So I got out, stupid me, to see if they were okay because I just wanted to exchange information. Well, just jumped out of the car and started wailing on me before I even had a chance to really defend myself.
Oh,
and,
sucker punch.
They stole my money. They ripped the radio out of my cab, so I couldn't call for help. And it was a nasty little scene.
Anyone rear ends me in a car, I swear to fuck, I am not stopping. I will just I'll give a little wave, like, all right, follow me up to here. If you want to, fill out any paperwork or anything, and I will pull to a very public place. And that's what anyone should do if they get rear-ended, especially if you look in the mirror and see people that you would normally profile as shenanigans.
Yeah, I kind of learned that the hard way, but, I was brought up to, when there's an accident, you do things a certain way, and I do things a little differently now.
Fuck that noise.
All right, Brian, sorry you didn't get your cocktail with the mayor.
It's okay. All right, have a good day. Thanks.
Hey, what do you do now?
Oh, now I
in the Klan.
I drive for a high-end linen rental company. It's nice and safe, deal with like upscale clientele and things like that. Very cool.
All right, man. Let's say hi to this guy in PA. This guy, what's up?
Hey guys, how you doing?
I don't know your name, sir.
Matt.
All right, Matt, what's up?
Hey, what a joke. It's the Muslim. Okay, big deal. He gets stabbed by a crazy drunk. Shit happens in New York City. You guys know that.
Yeah.
But then going to meet with the mayor because he's Muslim, and the mayor's probably geez, this can't happen in our city.
If the mayor was looking for such tolerance and inclusion, wouldn't you just treat it like you treat any other assault?
Right.
You could speak out on it, but treat it like an assault. This guy is being brought to the mayor and going to be able to meet with the mayor just because he's Muslim, which to me is just as bad as doing something bad because he's Muslim. It's separatism.
It's a very weird mentality, and I'm trying not to let it make me angry because you can't think straight. But it's almost like when something happens, like when a white guy does something like this, it's almost like the white collective. It goes like wants to let everybody black and non-white know we're handling it. It's a weird, dude. It's so we're handling it. It's being fixed. but it's almost like when it happens in reverse, and this is not the work of blacks or Muslims. When it happens in reverse, white people as a collective just go That's what the noises are.
Now, is that a white person crime?
What? No, just stabbing somebody drunk, that's anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't even know.
That is true.
This is across the board, I think, really. Yeah. Slashers.
Because the bottom line is, if you're going to... I've been very irritated with Muslims, and I've been very irritated with every group at one point, and I've never come close to stabbing somebody.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So the guy's a fucking drunk and a nut to just stab a cabbie.
That's right. That's why there's, called prisons where people go after they do shit like that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah,
all right, brother.
Point.
Gonna move on to Boston. This can't be good. Boston.
You know what, dude? The cabbie was looking at him wrong. They're gonna justify it.
Matty, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hello.
Hey, I agree with you, but I just gotta say, this really sounds like the same logic that you're accusing the imam at Ground Zero pulling when he says 9/11, but. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look. What I'm saying is, but I'm not minimizing this. I'm not meaning to minimize this. This is only showing me how I'm right about the way they report these things. It's not that this doesn't deserve to be front page. It should be. It just annoys me in the other direction that the other stuff isn't. But I don't want to minimize this. This is kind of getting the treatment that this should get. Like, it is a fucking huge story, and but what bothers me is the motive for the imam saying, well, the Ground Zero, the U.S. spilled more blood, is to knock the U.S. The fucking motive for making this guy the poster boy for a hate crime is for white people to go like, look, see, we're taking care. It's a weird thing. Like, they can't believe he did this.
Yeah, oh my goodness gracious. Front page, look. It's a disgrace. We wrote he's a disgrace.
Yeah.
Please acknowledge we know it's a disgrace.
Like, you would never expect it out of him. But if it was a black face, you expect it out of him.
No, page 19.
All right, Matt, thank you.
Maybe you're right, Matt. I don't know.
Let's walk through this, man, because there's some great stuff in here. Michael Enright hailed Sharif's cab at around 6 p.m. Tuesday.
His name is Enright.
Enright. Oh, there you go. At the corner of 2nd Avenue and East 24th Street, an area packed with bars frequented by fellow students from the School of Visual Arts. So they're drinking in the afternoon. As they headed uptown, the suspect, who planned to graduate with honors next May and was filming overseas for his senior thesis, began chatting with Sharif. And then it's like, then there's some shit here I can't even pronounce.
I think it was Assalamu Alaikum. Where are you?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Probably.
Yeah. Enright said, an Arabic greeting that means, peace be upon you. And then what's the next one?
Where are you, bro? What page? 2 or 3?
2.
Assalamu Alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. That's just a response.
That means please stab me in the throat.
Yes, I never knew that. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam, yeah.
So Sheriff replied using the proper Arabic reply, peace be upon you too. Then he asked me how my Ramadan was going, said Sharif.
Ramadan!
As they passed 39th Street, Enright suddenly screamed, "This is a checkpoint, motherfucker." See, I don't mean to laugh.
This is a checkpoint, motherfucker.
I have to put you down, and began calling for the king of Saudi Arabia, Sharif said. Enright allegedly reached through the cab's partition with a Leatherman knife, and while struggling with Sharif, he slashed the cabbie in the face and from the center of his throat up to his jawline. Jesus.
Ow.
So he didn't even know this guy was against the mosque at Ground Zero. I guess that all came out after the fact. I asked him, "Why are you killing me? Please stop killing me," Sharif said.
Why you kill me? Why? He punched me and kicked me.
He said, "This is a checkpoint. It's my duty to put you down." Sharif stopped the cab on 3rd Avenue at East 43rd Street, and Enright jumped out. The cabbie tried to chase his attacker. I held my throat. It was like a shower of blood. My shirt was soaked, he said. Jesus. Police officers saw the man. Enright allegedly blamed the victim, yelling he tried to rob me.
Bigot slashes Muslim cabbie. And then there's a picture of the guy and his family.
Hate charge for drunken student.
How is there a hate? It is obviously a hate crime, but it's amazing how the police in other cases always have to make sure it's a hate crime and weigh. This is 12 hours later.
Yeah. Usually they're like days later. They're like, well, we're investigating if it is a hate crime, and then normally it isn't.
I don't know if this is how true this is. I don't know how true this is. Gary G. in Edison. Hey, Ope, let me start off saying I'm against the mosque. That being said, the mayor's office invites people that are crime victims or heroes all of the time. It's the media choosing to make it front page news.
That's
Bloomberg
true.
is still a tool.
Yeah. Well, I'd like
so
to
maybe
see a
Bloomberg
list.
is inviting victims up there. I don't know.
Can I see a list
sure.
of the people that actually go down there? Does it look is it the same as when politicians go to schools to read to the students? Because that's a nice photo op, too. If you know what I mean. Yeah.
Let's see. So there you go. This guy's in deep fucking duty.
Yeah,
Oh,
man. What
He's
a
not going
dick.
to have an easy time
He just
with
fucked up his
incarceration.
life.
I wonder how much time he's going to get, especially at this time. Like, he's now the picture of intolerance.
Yeah.
Like, how much time is he going to get in jail? He's going to do a few years.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're charging him with attempted murder.
Oh, yeah.
Which I guess when you slash somebody by the throat, you probably...
Well, they said if it was a little deeper, this guy would be dead.
Here's the driver, huh?
I mean, in a way, this Michael Enright is very lucky.
Thank God the
Extremely lucky.
beard soaked up the blood. It looks like, God, what a fuzzy beard he has. My goodness. I don't know. Wow. Well, yeah, if he gets a good lawyer, maybe he could cop that drunk plea. Hey, I was drunk.
He's had
I
some
don't
prior-
remember shit.
He's had prior arrests for disorderly conduct and underage.
Oh, he
drinking,
has.
So
What a goofy guy to have, like, disorderly and stuff. He's just a dumb drunk.
he's just
What a dumb drunk.
a typical college kid, just fucking drinking his way through college. Really,
It's like, just fucking, at least Jimmy knew he couldn't fucking deal.
Yep.
Just stopped it.
But these things you do in partial blackouts, like, it's almost like you're just an actor in a movie, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you're like waiting for it. All right, I gotta wake up for real now. And it's like, this is the reality. I did something.
Oh, I did something pretty
You know that
bad.
feeling when you did something? You don't know what it was. You made a call. You vaguely remember. You vaguely remember, like, people looking at you and your own voice go, "You motherfucker." fuckers.
Vaguely remember. It starts coming back to you in photographs before it goes to film in your head.
Yeah.
Just little flashes.
You're like, hey, I'm an ass.
I was talking the other day. I forgot what the fuck I was doing, but it was because I was drunk. You look at your texts the next morning, and you see a text that says, "Did you mean what you said last night?"
Oops.
And then you're like, "Uh-oh." It's like, "Did you mean what you texted me last night?" And then you got to go like, take a thumb and slide the texts down, and you start going, "Uh-oh, what did it?" It's like peeling cards off during a game where you're like, "All right, I got an ace here. Let me look. All right, there's a king behind it."
And then you start seeing the pictures coming down.
Yeah. Then you're like, "Oh God,
my cock." And then you look at the name on the top, M-O. No. Thank God I didn't have texting or any of that stuff when I was drinking. Thank God, man.
You probably would have been.
Dude, I was a phone drunk. I used to love to call, but I would slash too. I always had a box cutter, but I would slash myself. I never slashed other people, but I would always slash myself. And I
Really?
know, yeah, it's not out of being tough, but you just do stupid shit.
Yeah.
And then you fucking regret it forever. Yeesh.
Amazing.
This guy fucked up. What a
Certainly
dick.
did.
I don't think he was blacked out, though.
No?
You never know. But if he was too drunk to process, he's drunk.
I think he's a kook, and then the alcohol really fueled his attack there.
Maybe.
Yeah. I hope he doesn't use that as a fucking excuse that he didn't know what he was doing.
He was it's exacerbated.
I'm sure the lawyers will kind of play that card, but I think the kid kind of knew what he was doing under his drunken fucking haze.
Well, that'll be up to the legal system to sort out.
That's right.
To sort out.
Oh, this kid is in trouble if he goes to jail. Oh, boy.
Oh, he's definitely going to jail.
Oh, boy.
He's probably having trouble right now in jail.
Like Fat Nick, is he still in jail? Or is he
Fat Nick still in jail?
Oh, yeah, he is.
He didn't even kill anyone.
Yeah, he's in jail.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a rough story.
Fuck.
Yeah. This is a good idea, actually. Porky the trucker. Porky!
Yo!
What's up?
Hey, maybe these two guys ought to sit down with Obama and have a beer and talk about this.
Oh, the guy and the cab driver. That would be nice. They could sit down, drink some beer. They could all watch it spill out of the cabbie's neck.
Yeah. Either that or I heard this morning they were saying on CNN that his lawyer that he already got is the same one that's got for Lindsay Lohan. He's going to go the same rehab that Lindsay Lohan's in.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to pull the, I'll rehab. Don't worry. Please, don't send me to prison. A lot of Muslims there.
Fat Nick got 15 years, 3 years ago.
15 years.
15 fucking years,
wow. Man. By the way, that beer shit with Obama really kind of turned me on Obama. Such horse shit with him rolling up his fucking shirt and sipping. Did he even have a beer?
Yeah, Biden had non-alcoholic.
Yeah, Biden, because, whatever. And they were just kind of sipping. It was
Biden have a problem?
It was so fake. It was such a dumb photo op, and I was disgusted.
Biden never slash a cabbie in a drunken haze?
What's that?
Did Biden never slash a cabbie in a drunken haze?
No.
Is that why he had non-alcoholic beer?
But can I tell you what I was
wild?
I was watching Amish when he did this very recently. I have it on tape when he kind of bombed at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And one of the lines he had, because he was so brutal, and he said something about Biden's plug job. It was such
oh, shit.
I wish I could remember the line. Joe Biden's, they should be tracking his plug job.
Plug job.
It was such a rough.
I would love to hear the line now.
Dude, in front of all those people to say, even at roasts, you kind of leave the plugs alone. It's just too mean.
Let's go to Joe in New York. Joe?
Even during a roast.
Just plug job.
All right,
Hi,
Joe.
Yeah, we're just talking about how big a PR nightmare this is going to be for Bloomberg. That's why he's kissing their ass.
I don't think the Puerto Ricans were involved, sir.
God forbid. But, he's probably thinking to himself, oh, fuck, now, what are we going to do now? Now they're going to be fucking sitting in a new mosque I'm helping them build.
This does.
How we're going to fuck the fucking the white cab drivers now.
Now, this does hurt, though. Honestly, this is one of those things.
He didn't need this.
Like, and it's. But for like public relations, this is fucking bad.
Yeah, he didn't need this one.
Yeah, it's really fucking bad. But you know what? He started this fucking fire himself. You know, he's helping to build this mosque. Now all of a sudden, this shit. I'm glad it's blowing up in his fucking face because he started it on personal grounds. You know, he kisses their ass. He sets them up nice and at home. And then, he's got the ticket to the fucking oil. Well, look what I did for you guys over here. Look what they did for me over there. He's just setting it up for himself, basically, thinking it's all going to go good. It's all bullshit.
I'm saying even for, like, people are like, well, Al-Qaeda, you don't want to give them anything, fuel which annoys me. And I don't think us protesting the mosque is fueling Al-Qaeda. But, slashing the Muslim's face, that's a bad thing, man.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
A bad fucking thing.
It's
definitely a bad fucking thing, but, what do you expect? I mean, this is the first, even on the, News 1 last night, this white girl, and this junkie was in the background, and they were like, we're not too, surprised that this happened, but this is like the first of many.
All right. We can't have fucking people slashing Muslims.
Yeah, dude. There's no. You can't say what do you expect. Like, honestly, the guy almost cut a guy's throat over what has just been. It's been a political argument or a personal argument, whatever you want to call it. But you can't do it. You can't fucking do it.
Hey, you give people reasons to do anything when they got no fucking time and they're wasted. They're going to do it. So I'm not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Hopefully nobody else does it, but, this is just a fucking PR bomb that nobody wanted, and this is like getting elected as Obama, and like, oh shit, look what I got on my plate now. Like, fuck Bloomberg, this is, I'd never like to see shit like this happen, but, hopefully it doesn't get worse,
I agree with fuck Bloomberg, and I agree with it's a public relations nightmare, but anybody who's, especially since this cabbie wasn't being provocative, or they were just talking. It's like this guy just snapped.
A little chit chat.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
There's no honestly, man. There's no justification for it.
No justification whatsoever. And there's no justification for them to build the mosque either. It's just a big fucking bullshit we don't need right now.
All right,
really
brother.
No, it's other shit to worry about.
Sir.
Well, we got Jim. Jim in
I'm
Philly.
right here.
Go ahead, Jim.
Hey, it's a quick update on the score. Them 3,000. Us almost won.
Almost one. Yeah.
Yep.
Punch it out, boys.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It really is just the double standard, but there's nothing we
That's
can do
with the
about it.
media and with the charge of hate. Like, it's weird. It's like you don't want to undermine this and say it's nothing because it's fucking horrible. Guy almost got his throat cut. It's not. It's hard to separate the two.
Yeah.
But you have to separate the two and realize this guy driving his cab and living his life was really fucking victimized by this drunken fat boy.
By this jerk.
Yeah, this drunken fucking slob.
By this chode. Stupid
Chode.
chode.
He is shaped like a chode.
Dumb chode. He's going to start the holy war. Great. Trump starts the holy war.
How humiliating if Al-Qaeda used this guy
That's
to
what I'm
fucking motivate
saying.
them.
Yeah.
Ugh.
How embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
An idiot. Handle your booze, please.
What if he knew the future and knew that this guy was gonna do something horrible to the American people and took it in his own hands to do this, and now he's just sitting there in jail thinking, oh my God, I just saved thousands of people.
Maybe he does know the future. That's called being a nut.
I watched the Hot Tub Time Machine last night.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was doing an Oscar.
Greatest / worst segue ever.
I kind of like it.
I love it.
I kind of like it.
It's just from a guy getting his throat cut to, Hot Tub Time Machine had odd lighting in it.
I will read your mind. Almost a good movie, right?
Almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost
a really good movie.
had some moments that were really good.
Stupid Chevy Chase's character, pretty good at times.
Yeah, at times. I like the fact that they threw Johnny in there from Karate Kid.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And had a lot of references, Back to the Future references. You had Crispin Glover in there.
Who ruled in the movie.
Yeah. That was funny when he first is bringing the luggage up and he's just angry luggage guy. See, that shit was funny.
He's great in everything he does.
He's hysterical.
Everything.
Fucking great. But, it was like, I
don't know.
It was all right.
You know what? I don't even remember the movie. It was so forgettable. I remember I'm like, okay, this is...
forgettable. That's pretty much it.
So forgettable.
As you're watching it, a couple of chuckles, but then...
they didn't do enough 80s shit in a weird way.
Yeah.
They kind of had, like... one scene where they showed a lot of 80s shit, a montage of sort of 80s shit as they're walking through the lodge, and then they kind of just sort of dressed like they were in the 80s, and that was it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was
forgettable.
It was forgettable. Whatever.
It was my big segue. My segue.
Gets us out of this crap. Anything to get us out of this crap, trust me. All right.
Yes.
Oh, let's say hi to Renee in New Orleans. Renee.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing this morning?
Hello. Renee. Hi, girl name.
Listen, sorry. I'm from New Orleans. What can I say?
Are you eating the shrimp yet?
Of course. I did not eat the shrimp. Everything's available. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
How's your brother Shirley?
Don't be a dick. Go ahead, Bob.
That is
Veronica?
Veronica.
All right, go ahead. Sorry about that, Laura.
No,
Renee is one of those guy/girl names that are really a girl's name.
Yeah.
It's a girl's goddamn name. There's some
there's a lot of guys named Renee, though.
But what is because there's other names that could be a girl name, but it's also equally a guy name.
Yeah.
I wish I could think of one offhand.
Let's say Gene.
Gene, right. Okay, Gene. Oh, Gene. Yeah, Gene is one. But Renee?
Yeah.
Gene, you don't even think, though.
No, you're just like, yeah, Gene.
That's
equal girl guy. You don't,
you don't even think
either one.
But this guy.
But Renee's
a little rough.
We're off topic here. I'm sorry. Hysterectomy. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Are you from the French Quarter? It's kind of a Frenchy name, isn't it?
My name is Vagina.
All right. My tits hurt. You're on the phone. Go ahead.
Sorry, sir. Go ahead.
No, I'm French Catholic from New Orleans. What can you say? I mean,
and that that means you have to have a girl name.
Yeah, all right. We kind of
understand it's a French thing.
Yeah, they thought you were going to be a nun. Go ahead, go.
Hey, all I want to say was this. Yesterday, Jimmy, I thought the conversation with Pete Dominic, you handled it perfectly. You smashed his ass.
Ooh.
And let me tell you, I don't think that he was being very intellectually honest. He kept trying to put words in your mouth. Yeah. You kept calling him on that. I thought you did a great job.
Thank you.
That was a great interview. The second thing is what worries me about this guy who's now slashed this taxi driver's throat. Now, you started seeing it yesterday afternoon on MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, and all these kind of, commentators that want to knee-jerk support the mosque and are clearly on that side. They're now saying, well, see, here's what happens when you jack up the rhetoric and you start saying that there should be a mosque down there.
Right.
This is what happens. So that's how they're kind of stealthily using this incident to kind of try to tamp down discussion.
Yep.
That's the way it is. With everybody uses everything. Thanks, buddy. Everybody uses everything as like a wedge or as a bargaining chip or something to one up their argument. It's
something to divide.
Yeah, like this guy getting slashed is horrible, but basically it's very convenient for people who are for the mosque because now they can use it. See, like if now they'll tie in anybody who's against the mosque with this violence against this guy by this fucking drunk animal.
Yeah, they if you're against the mosque, you're standing with this guy.
Kind of like we do. We tie in all the mosque people with the terrorists.
Exactly.
Just works both ways.
Only we're right.
Yeah,
this guy is the poster child. No, great.
Oh, dude, he couldn't be whiter. Literally.
Oh, I know.
If his name was fucking Whitey Weinberg, he couldn't be fucking whiter. Get Whitey Night. That made front page news.
But wait, but he wants the mosque down there, this white kid, right?
Who knows?
I
A
think
drunken
so.
idiot. He's just like fucking.
So he just confused the whole issue, basically.
Yeah, he really did. I'm for it. Let me stab a Muslim.
Ashley's another bad guy girl name. Ash. I've never ran into a guy.
Oh, yeah.
Named Ashley?
Ashley, yeah.
Get the fuck out
Evil
of here.
Dead. From Evil Dead, Ash.
Yep. Nope.
They actually called him Ashley.
Nope. You don't come across that one. You've come across an Ashley in your real life?
I believe so, yeah. It's not common, but I have heard it.
Huh.
Ashley that's a horribly girly man's name.
That's another one. Like Gene is perfect down the middle. More of a man, but it can be a woman.
Yeah, you don't think twice.
Yeah, what's another one?
Pat.
Shit, yeah.
Pat is very...
Completely.
Pat is right down the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a horrible name.
Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah, that's a
No
weird
offense,
name.
Pat, but...
From Moonaki.
Oh. I'd rather my name be Loaded Condom.
Than Pat.
Or Fleur. I would prefer to be called Fleur.
All right.
Pat.
Jody's coming in. Jody.
Ah, right.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
I guess.
Drew.
That's mostly guy.
That's mostly guy, but you Drew Barrymore.
Fuck, yeah.
You get that.
He was looking a little long in the tooth, unfortunately.
Oh, and her makeup commercials?
I've been a fan of hers for years, but she was on Letterman the other night. I'm like...
Not quite the appearance where she got up on the desk and showed her tits.
Nah, not really. Not fucking really.
No, they can't stay
Stacy's
young
a bad
forever.
guy's girl. Oh, yeah, there's Stacy Keach.
His
right?
name is Stacy. Yeah?
Yeah, I guess Stacy's one of those names.
Lindsay. That goes both ways. It's more of a
Right.
British guy's name, though. You don't hear that very often.
And they're all gay.
Yeah. Ozzy's keyboardist years and years in 1980 was Mr. Lindsay Bridgewater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What a British name.
That's so. Is that not the most
so
British?
British.
Who was the guy I had the fight with? The argument on the phone. He was a dick, and I just kept calling him girl names for 10 minutes.
Oh, I forgot his name.
Girl name.
Kelly?
Kelly,
Yeah,
right?
Kelly.
Yeah, but you think Irish when you see a guy named Kelly. You don't think twice about that one. Sean or Michelle?
Michelle is another
There's
French.
no guys named Michelle.
Yeah, yeah.
French guys.
Yeah,
Name
French
one.
is another Michelle.
Name one. Even in movies, I don't care. Name one.
Michelle.
Just one. Exactly. Doesn't happen.
No, there is like a Michelle.
My Belle.
No, they.
La 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 la. It's Michelle My Belle. You mention a song, and I do part of it like that.
Didn't make the top 10 Beatles songs of all time.
Oh,
Stupid Rolling Stone had to put their dumb list together.
Are you trying to top my awful segue?
No, let's have a fun game. Let's play. Let's guess Beatles songs. Whoever gets a Beatles song wrong has to kiss the other two.
No, that's okay. You enjoy that.
I wouldn't enjoy it. I mean, I would try to get them right.
Good point.
Let's see. Did they mention Sgt. Pepper's?
Give me the other fucking paper. Because it's a typical list. I need the Daily News, please. Don't look.
Daily Snooze,
I
I
won't
call it.
'Cause
Oh,
the
God.
Number one is so fucking predictable.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna write a few down. This is fun.
Is it?
For me, it is. Yeah.
Top 10 greatest Beatles songs as chosen by Rolling Stone. Let's see how many you guys could get before there's a buzzer.
Sgt. Pepper's, which shouldn't be one, but I know that they chose it.
Well, how about we hit the buzzer?
Oh, good. Yes.
Oh, shit.
I'm happy to be wrong.
Not one of the
You're
top
wrong.
10 Beatles songs of all
Top
time.
10.
Helter Skelter.
How about we hit the buzzer
Really?
again?
Oh. I'll have to say A Day in the Life.
Well, there's that list. Number one. Fucking asshole.
We can still do the list, though. It's still 10. It doesn't
I
matter.
could have fucking killed 10 minutes.
I was
10
just
minutes closer
saying.
to vacation, but you had to do it.
Well,
I thought it was just. I didn't think it was going to be number one.
But that's typical Rolling Stone bullshit.
I
You
like
know,
that song,
I don't
though.
think most Beatles fans would say that's the number one Beatles song of all time.
No.
How about
fucking way.
In My
But
Life?
they had to be a little different. In My Life is number 5.
Oh, see, you should have started.
I probably would have put that as number one. What are some? Let It Be.
Number 8.
Isn't that a McCartney song, really?
No, it's Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they put Hey Jude?
Number 7.
That should not be.
Hey Jude's a great song.
It is, but there's a million better ones. He
I
wrote
would
that
put-
for Lennon's son.
I would put Hey Jude way above A Day in the Life. And
Yellow
I
Submarine.
love A Day in the Life. Don't get me wrong, but number one Beatles song of all time, I don't think
I would
so.
not have put Hey Jude.
What else?
Paperback Writer won't make it. I think it should.
Nope.
I come out to that.
Bonnie McFarlane, funniest line ever. How ironic that Rich walks out to that because he's never read one. What are the other ones? I don't want to guess.
Octopus's Garden.
No.
All right, wait. I Am the
songs.
Walrus.
That's one of my favorite Beatles songs of all time.
What?
Yeah.
Cuckoo, Cuckoo.
That's great.
That didn't make the list. 10 is While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
Oh.
Yeah, all right. Fuck.
Number 9 is Come Together. That's a good song. Number 8, Let It Be. That could easily that would be way up there for most Beatles fans. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Hey Jude. Number 7, 6 Something.
What's 6 something? Oh, something. I don't know that one.
Something in the Way.
Oh, right. Okay.
I would never have put that in the top 10.
Number 5, In My Life. 4, Yesterday.
Yeah.
Which is obviously a Paul McCartney song. The rest of the Beatles basically had nothing to do with that song.
Strawberry Fields.
Number 3, very good.
I don't like Strawberry Fields.
Well, you're not invited to them.
Oh.
I like the trippy Beatles stuff, man.
Yeah?
And number 2, I Want to Hold Your Hand. I didn't like that poppy Beatles
Oh,
shit
that's
at
like old.
all.
They had, you know why? They had to put in one of the older ones.
Never liked the poppy Beatles crap.
Do you ever hear like their
And then finally, A Day in the Life, number 1.
I don't know, man. I might agree with that. I love that fucking tune.
Which one?
Day in the Life.
No, I think it should be a top 10, definitely. I think Let It Be, though, when you're talking Beatles.
My Mother Mary was annoying, though. She gave kind of shitty advice. She had autism. She could just say the same thing. Hey, I got some, look, like fucking woman, let it be. All right, I understand that, Mother Mary, but I need some help. Let it be. She's like, all right, not you. Fucking one-trick pony, let it be.
Yeah, so that's big news today. News today, oh boy, that's the headline. See? All right, why don't we take our first break? Tiger's talking about what Elin said, blah, 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 blah,
Can you believe he dropped the C-bomb?
Well, she...
in person.
You know, it's getting ugly. They're going back and forth now.
That's tough, man.
Yeah, but Tiger's talking. And everyone's wondering if now Tiger could start playing well again. The Barclays start today.
I bet he will. Who the fuck fell asleep and didn't qualify?
Furyk.
Wow.
Jim Furyk.
That is fucked up, man.
I don't get that, though. How did he missed a Pro-Am?
Yeah, he missed his Pro-Am start by 5 minutes.
So who cares? It's a Pro-Am. They're forced to play the Pro-Am?
No.
Because the tournament starts today, so I don't understand why they kicked him out of the tournament for missing the Pro-Am by 5 minutes.
What, the story that I read was actually Phil Mickelson was like trashing the PGA because only like a third of the players that are playing the Barclays are in the Pro-Am, so it's a rule that only applies to like a third of the group.
Oh, shit.
So I guess a couple of years ago they made a rule that if you miss the
Seinfeld with the
if
marathon
you miss
runner.
the start of the Pro-Am, because I guess a lot of people were just skipping it, you know?
Right.
You were disqualified.
Wait,
so
so
he overslept by 5 minutes. And
that's dumb.
yeah,
That is dumb.
It's a stupid rule.
It's another dumb golf rule.
Yeah, golf has some weird
Golf
fucking
just
rules.
has some fucked up rules.
Golf takes themselves very seriously.
Golf.
Too seriously.
Yeah. Poor fuck. Jesus.
Oh, is it worth playing, you think? Yeah, thumbs up. All right, we're going to go to break with Jimmy going after a guy with a girl's name. It was Lynn.
Oh, Lynn.
Right.
And we go back in
There's like a
time
few
for
minutes.
this as we go to break. Hit it.
In Vegas. Lynn?
Yeah, I remember here a few months back you guys had a thing where you wanted us to do little takeoffs on free FM, and mine at the time was the same as it is now. You get what you pay for. You pay nothing, you get nothing. And it's like your FM, or free FM is rather like 2% milk instead of real milk. And then Anthony just a while ago blew up at the guy and screamed at him and said, "Hey, we're tired." Well, that's just the fact. XM is now getting the crumbs that are left on the
Well,
table.
that was Opie, first of all.
And it was
That
a
blew
joke,
up.
you
Opie, I'll go back
ass.
on that.
It was a joke, sir.
It was completely a
Doesn't matter.
joke.
I still, it's still.
Then how about this, sir? Fucking cancel XM. Just cancel it, you fucking girl named Jizz Bucket in Vegas. Shut up, you fucking girl's name. Cancel it, Mary. Hey, Francine, cancel it. Throw out your XM, Betty. Hey, Laura, no reason to keep an XM if you're not enjoying the show. Throw it out, Mertrude. That's not even a name, but it sounds faggoty, and it belongs on you, Linny.
Yeah, you piece of shit. You're the only one who thinks you're funny.
That's the beauty of me. Do you realize how much money I've made fooling everybody?
Are you paying yourself, Jimmy?
Hold on, wait, Anthony, don't... I'm sorry, Lucy, I didn't hear what you said.
You packing pieces of a fucking
Hey, Darla, I didn't hear what you said. Gail, could you please repeat yourself? What's that?
The next time
Ethel, I can't hear you. Speak up, girl name. I'm a boy named Lynn. Shut your fucking mouth. Everything. Hey, Jessica, I'm trying to communicate with you.
There's no.
Stop interrupting me, Heidi.
I have
Erica, what are you talking about? Michelle, will you please stop? On Tracy, you're being very rude. Go ahead, Debbie. Start in again.
I'll stoop to your level.
Travis, I'm trying to talk.
Now, why don't you take care and go for your mother?
Listen, Sarah, there's no reason to use hurtful language.
Len.
I think what we got here is a dry, drunk homosexual.
Sir, why do you keep... Sir, why do you keep saying... Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. Why do you keep saying dry drunk?
Which is neuter gender.
Why do you keep saying dry drunk?
I'm so fucking angry, Jimmy. You forgot what step 6 and step 7
Ew, are you a fucking guy?
Yeah.
Ew.
There he is.
Are you a fucking guy in a place that's supposed to be anonymous, which I've never mentioned the name of on the air, fucking referencing it like that?
You're so full of shit.
Oh, you fucking... You fucking old man, bleeding deacon, fucking drop dead, pick up a drink, and hit a fucking middle school, you fucking old cunt with a girl's name. Fucking die drunk and alone. Go fuck yourself. Hope your sponsor grabs his chest and falls face first into your cock. Fuck you. Fuck you. Step 6. Go fuck your mother. That's steps 1 through 5. What do you talk about when you're in a meeting? I drank because I had a girl's name. You fucking Vegas piece of shit. 63 years old. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Bounce your grandson on your lap and try to explain that that's a pen, that not a little tent you're developing. And I'm a dry drunk. You incestuous pedophile with a fucking chick's name.
The Opie and Anthony Show on the virus. Sirius XM. Show yourself. Take only what you need. Family of trees wanted to be haunted.
I want to dance.
Show yourself. Take only what you
Nice. MGMT. Saw them a week and a half ago. Not the greatest live band, although getting better.
It sounds like the type of music that is kind of hard to pull off live.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Kind of a lot of shit going on there that's studio produced.
They got a bad reputation for not sounding great live, but they're getting better. Don't want to piss off the MGMT fans.
Are there a lot of them?
Yeah. Radio City Music Hall fucking sold out 2 nights in a row.
Holy Jesus Palomino.
And their second album not doing as well as the first album, so.
Oh, boy.
But the kids still digging it. Definitely felt way too old at that show.
Yeah?
Yeah. The average age was 20, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So you're talking 15 years older.
Oh, yeah. 17. I'll admit to 17 years older at this point.
Jeez.
No problem. Yeah. I can't help it. I like what I like. And then you go to the shows and you're hanging out with, obviously, the whole place I could have fathered.
People look around and think that, you probably brought your daughter there or something.
Yeah, I don't. Thank God I don't look like the old guy in the club, though.
The old guy in the club.
Thank God I don't look like that, but I don't know.
There's certain places you just can't go after a certain age.
Like where?
Well, like that concert or like a dance club.
Oh, no.
You can't walk into a dance club.
At our age?
You just don't want to be that guy.
I felt like I could be at that show.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did. I still feel like I could walk around, concerts for the young people.
Yeah?
Yeah. You don't want to be caught at a Lady Gaga show. Would you see Lady Gaga? I think I would see Lady Gaga.
I saw her live. I saw her. She was great.
Old guy at the club on YouTube. Rules.
God.
Yeah.
Danny just pulled up old guy at the club on YouTube, and man, does that guy just look out of fucking place.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
God damn.
Oh, you guys know what we got to get? Thank you, Sarah from Buffalo, once again. A few people sent this to me. Do we have Daniel Staub? Rusty Staub, yeah.
Danielle Staub?
Danielle Staub. She bombed on local news yesterday trying to sing.
Oh, did she bomb?
Oh, boy, did she.
Really?
Well, she's trying to be a pop star.
Please.
Oh, yeah, she had a record.
She bombed.
Bombed horribly. If the boys down the hall could get it, that would be great. Unless it's on YouTube already. I would imagine it is. Oh, yeah, did she bomb. Oh, boy, did she bomb. She's not going to be a pop singer. I'm sorry.
Did they say she bombed or no?
47-year-old trying to be a pop star with no experience, really?
Ooh, wow. That just doesn't look good. She's fucking, yeah, just leave that alone. You're done. You're past that.
What the hell am I listening
to? What the fuck is
to?
that?
Was that you? Me?
Something else playing in the background?
The computer?
Old guy at the club is still playing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay, this is Danielle Staub. Danielle, whatever. This
looks so stupid.
This is Lori Michaels
a
live.
massive bomb.
Ugh.
If I could tell you how I feel, and if I could show you my love's for real, if I could let you in my soul, you would know.
She has 3 dancers with her, 3 male dancers.
When all my dreams seem shattered, when I seem to lose it all, why am I so scared? Why am I so scared?
Oh, God, I can't take this.
Are you embarrassed?
Dude, I can't look at you.
I'm embarrassed.
To be close to you.
It's not bad.
Shut up. It's so bad. Ah. She's trying so hard to be sexy.
Oh, yeah, she's sultry. Yeah.
Gonna crack a hip.
She's doing her little shake, and the 3 fucking muscle fruits are dancing around her.
Oh.
Shaking her hips.
This is so bad.
A sex tape and a pop star. She's an ass. They're picking her up.
Oh, God. Stop it.
Tell me how you feel.
Oh, they're bringing the lead singer. They bring in a real singer to help the song.
Oh, it's with Lori Michaels.
Who's that? That's supposedly her lesbian lover. Just to keep her name going.
Oh, the one that wouldn't come in here?
Yeah.
When all my dreams seem shattered, when I seem
She's
to lose
terrible,
it
too.
all, why am I so scared? Why am I so scared?
Oh.
Pretty good.
Why am I so scared?
Jimmy's dancing and saying it's pretty good.
Real close to
Do you think the people on the news channel that this is on are just laughing behind the scenes?
Yeah, I guess they know that this is enjoyable. I wish I could do the robot to this.
It's almost doing the Running Man. Holy shit. Oh,
how did the news handle it?
Yes.
Wow.
This dance is called the menopause.
Yeah. It's no, you know, you take both of your palms and you put them on your midsection and you push down. It's do the hysterectomy.
Jesus.
Do the hysterectomy. Or you put the left hand over your heart and you wave the right hand. What's that called? The I got a lump. Holy shit. Oh.
This guy's laughing. All right, Glenn. Glenn in New Hampshire.
Hey, Glenn.
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Anthony, I just would like to throw a call back out to something that happened earlier in the year. I think it was this year. The guy you don't want to be is the 40-something-year-old in the pediatric department looking for a date.
The pediatric ward at the hospital.
There you go.
All right.
That's where you don't want to be at our age.
That's true. That was a little...
I think we could still be at concerts at our age, but not the, that section of the hospital.
That's good for you. That's good for you.
You like it?
I'd love to hear that again. I thought she was really good.
With that generic MIDI fucking shit in the background and her awful vocals that they had to double, and she's still off key.
She went through every fuzzy machine and it still sounded horrible.
The auto-tune rejected her.
Did you like the 3 sexy the male dancers spinning around like it's a big event happening?
Yeah, that was just it. It's like it's on a news stage, And if you've ever been to a news studio, they're very small. They make them look bigger on TV. So she's trying to do this big extravaganza like Madonna would do. And it just looked silly. It looked stupid. It looked like a bad YouTube video.
I got another song she did.
She's awful.
I got another song she did.
Think she's bad?
And she does not look the part of a young pop star. Sorry. Sometimes you got to just realize, hey, that shit done passed you by.
I mean, the fact that she has a porno and a now pop single out?
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
Not quite.
When she was in here, you said that you liked her song, remember?
Yes, I did.
Who did? Jimmy?
Yes,
and
I did.
you.
I didn't. I was lying.
I know you
Remember?
were lying, but you said you liked it.
Did I really?
Yes, you did.
Well, I'm sorry I said that.
I was the only one that called her out on it.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, I had been calling her a cunt.
Oh, that's true.
So I had to back off somewhere, so.
Here's another song she did.
I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign. And it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. Where you belong.
What happened? I miss her.
I love that song.
I saw the sign.
It was so fucking funny the first time I heard her do that.
I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. Where do you belong?
She gets all breathy and shit. What happened to her? Get her back in here.
Who knows?
She should sing some Lady Gaga for us.
Oh, she was wonderful.
She was. She was great. I saw the signs. Opened up my eyes. I saw this. Life is demanding without understanding. Was that like 05?
I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. Where do you belong?
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her on Facebook, huh?
That's her on Facebook, huh?
Let me see.
She's looking all right, man.
Yeah, she's cute, man. She was a nice girl.
I think she was just a college girl when we met her, right?
She was fun. What does she do? She producer, hug giver, and cupcake eater. Cupcake eater might be a problem.
Oh, yeah.
That might be an
no.
old picture.
Let's go.
We deliver keggers.
Oh, that's really going back.
I don't even know if I have that.
I do. You know what?
We deliver keggers.
I remember her. I actually got to know her, like, just very casual. No, we never fooled around. She was, what was that song? What was the, was it a song that you guys were trying to get done, or what was the purpose
No, it
of
was
that
just
song?
an original song of hers.
Yeah, she
had
was
a
an
band.
artist.
She had a band, and remember she wore her cowboy hat.
Yeah, and she would come in here with Christmas lights wrapped around her.
Ow.
Oh, sorry.
That
Can you
hurt.
start this over?
Wait, she sang a song called "We Deliver Keggers"?
Yeah.
Dude, the
Is it
song
terrible?
got so big on our show. We did a live show, and she was the highlight.
Oh,
she came
yeah.
up and listened to this crowd. The audio's a little rough, but the whole crowd gets into it. Go ahead.
Rally. Holy shit.
Isn't that crazy?
That place was packed, and they're all screaming.
Everyone knew the song back then.
Holy shit, that was a horrid song.
Nice sing-along. We deliver keggers.
She didn't like being made fun of for her look, her hat, and everything. Remember that?
I don't know
Did
what
you make fun of
happened to
her?
Oh, yeah, always.
Yeah, she ran out a few times crying.
Yeah, Nikki, that was her name,
Yes.
right?
Good old Nikki, and we deliver keggers.
Yeah.
So, all right.
God, a couple of blasts from the past there.
I saw the sign.
I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign, life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes.
Is it obvious we're
I
getting...
saw the sign, no one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. Yes, you belong.
That's what you do. You whisper your way through a song. That's what that Danielle Staub was trying to say.
Is it obvious that we're getting loopy and very ready for vacation?
Oh, I know.
I'm so sick tomorrow. I'm telling you
sweetie.
that. I'm feeling it.
Did I
I'm
make
sick
that
tomorrow? What?
Did I make that Nikki girl cry doing a Mike Tyson impression once? Somebody said that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, really? Okay, because
we
I just read it on here.
It was a
Wow.
classic bit.
Damn.
All right.
Oh, that was the bit to kind of make her cry and run out of the studio, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Just always that was smart on our part. Make girls run out of the studio crying. What's wrong with us?
What assholes.
Fucking idiots. We're stuck hanging out with fucking dudes.
All dudes, all day, all night.
Beers in our office. Real smart on our part. Tiger, he's about to tee off at the Barclays. Can we put the golf channel on or whatever
The
fucking channel's doing
Barclays.
Where's Mars? I need golf today. Yeah, the Barclays start. I think his tee time was 7:15. So Tiger was at the Barclays yesterday talking about his wife Elin because
Spoke up.
She's got the big article in People magazine. How she was basically mortified by this. All right, thanks.
Yep.
And Tiger talked about his divorce here at the press conference.
Tiger, in today's People magazine, Elin describes the end of your marriage like a death. She says she feels grief. She hopes to forgive you one day. I'm wondering, do you still love her? Do you wish it had ended differently?
I wish her the best and everything. It is a sad time in our lives, and we're looking forward to in our lives and how we can help our kids the best we possibly can, and that's the most important thing.
Do you still love her?
I think that's the most important thing.
Do you still love her?
Do you think that this
I bet you he would have.
Cunty question that
But
is.
I mean,
though.
to ask 3 times,
I bet
Enough.
you he would have said yes before he had to give up $100 million.
You think?
Oh yeah. Now that he just lost about 100. Depending on what source you believe,
Like, that isn't-
he's not gonna. He doesn't love her anymore.
That to me is not a question
That's not newsworthy.
It's not news. It's not her fucking business. It's no one's fucking business how he feels about her. You still love her. Like that. That has nothing to do with a divorce, a settlement, how you're going to deal with even the kids is kind of a, if you give a shit, a news thing. But do you love her? Do you still love her, Tiger? Tiger, do you still love her?
Well, the news isn't the news anymore.
What?
So fuck. Ask
Twat.
away. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
this could be your chance to get your team back together? There's a lot of speculation on whether you can focus more on golf now that your divorce is closure.
Well, it's one of those things where it's a sad time, and we're going through it right now, and as far as my game and practicing, that's been secondary. We're trying to get our kids situated to our new living conditions and how that's going to be, and that's where our focus is at right now.
But you've been number 1 for 5 years, and your comeback.
Say again?
You've been number 1 for 5 years, and
It's been longer than that.
Oh damn! He
shit.
fucking had to fucking educate that motherfucker.
But you know how much Tiger hates talking about his personal life like this?
Yeah. He was. Never...
We're trying to get our kids situated. Like,
yeah. Not that guy. It was always about golf.
Where did he lose his right to privacy? Like, meaning.
Oh, the day he fucking crashed that Escalade.
I guess so, man. But a year ago, he would have said, none of your business. I don't talk about my personal life.
I'd have crashed that Escalade, baby.
Mm-hmm. And then this.
Feel a sense of relief or remorse after Monday, finally getting this thing that's been weighing on you for a while?
I don't think that's the word. I think it's more sadness, because I don't think you don't ever go into a marriage looking to get divorced.
Really?
That's the thing. That's why it is sad.
Do you have any regrets?
What's that?
Do you have any regrets?
Well, my actions certainly led us to this decision, and I've certainly made a lot of errors in my life, and that's something I'm gonna have to live with.
Sounds like a different Tiger.
What a dumb question.
Sounds like he's relieved.
And regrets? Nah. What was she asking? That dumb twat.
She's horrible.
Any regrets? Of course. 100 million of them. Dummy. Fuck.
Why did I just laugh like that? It was a real laugh, but I hated how it sounded. I'm like a comic book villain. Arf, 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 arf.
He sounds ready to move on.
Yeah, I think his game gets better. I bet you.
Yeah, it'll get a little better.
Got all that bullshit off of his shoulders.
Get a little better.
Like the banging the Perkins waitress.
NFL looking to begin new 18-game season. Well, it's about fucking time.
Yeah.
These dumb preseason games are a waste of time.
They really are, right?
Unless you want to injure your quarterback.
Exactly. Well, they play 4 preseason games now. They're going to play 2, and then the other 2 will actually count.
Good.
I think that's smart.
That's a good idea.
18-game season.
That'll change a lot of things.
Yeah. Won't change the price of tea in China, I'll tell you that much. You know. That's fucking regular Joe.
Oh, you're being regular Joe?
You know, hey.
Just put a little elbow grease into it.
Yeah, what do I know? From 16, 18, I'm working. 16, 18, it doesn't change the way my light bulbs turn on and off. You know, regular Joe.
I'm still drawing a salary.
Yeah, what do I know?
Still working for a wage.
Yeah, I get a wage. I have a container of coffee. My taxes don't change.
Made a good wage.
You think regular Joe's a good guy?
No. Regular Joe's a scumbag.
Really, I wouldn't say he's a scumbag.
I would.
Bit of a goose.
He just wants to be regular Joe. Yeah, well, no skin off my knee.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? I want another coffee.
Yeah,
Do
so
you?
do I, man. I need coffee
What?
today.
I don't want to give away the answer, but like till the end of the fucking show, I want to do a quiz.
Oh.
Like a running thing. Guess who's going to see Bill Cosby Saturday?
Whoa! All right, let me think. I have no idea. Kenny, could I have a V8, please?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Hold on,
great.
excuse me, and here's how you handle this.
Oh.
Get my shit! I can picture Kenny spitting in my coffee.
Oh, of course.
He's walking down the hall with his head down.
Spitting in your mint julep.
Some assholes are beating up Kenny for the rain video we made.
What's the rain video?
Why?
Why?
Because he's an ex-cop.
Who cares? He splashed somebody.
I guess ex-cops can't get silly.
Can't be creeps.
Well,
a lot of people think we completely ruined those people's day. We
cares?
didn't ruin anyone's day.
Oh, good. We ruin
Everyone's got to
people's
lighten
day.
the fuck up.
We ruin people's days every morning from
Jesus.
6 to 10:30. Me and Kenny were walking to the garage yesterday, and of course it was raining a bit, and there were puddles on the side of the road, and a car pulled up and just slowed down in time to not drench Kenny. And Kenny was like, that was close.
Kenny would have strangled the car.
I was just there, the car.
Not even the driver. He would have just strangled the entire car.
Hits the hood like Hulk.
Yeah, but people gotta fucking lighten up, man.
It's funny.
They really do. And we've all been splashed by assholes.
I bet
so we
that
decided to
video-
be the assholes one day. Who cares?
I bet that video is doing very well. A lot of people have viewed it because it's funny.
Yeah, actually, it's really funny.
It's fucking funny. So you get a few sticks in the mud that don't like that. We've all had it done. You can't walk around a city on the sidewalk without being splashed at some point in your life.
In the end, we're all kids at heart. And if you're driving and you see a fucking huge puddle and you see a bunch of people on the side, you're going for the puddle.
You got to go for it.
We've all fucking taken water to the face.
Nothing better than watching them scatter like zebras from the watering hole.
Yeah.
They try to get out of the way. Nope.
Yeah.
You ain't going to make it.
Fucking assholes.
Wham.
A lot of assholes out there.
It's fun.
Just relax.
Yeah,
Everything will be okay. Just relax.
Lighten up, Francis.
What else is going on? The cabbie thing, the tiger thing.
I heard on one of the promos, Ronnie's back. Is he good? Is he fine? Because he has a little burst appendix. I just hope he's okay. All my best wishes out to Ronnie Benning.
I send Ron a couple of mediocre wishes.
Oh, mediocre wishes?
I don't give my best wishes
No
to
best?
Ron. No. He gets a couple of nice wishes.
Who gets your best wishes then? Does your mom get your best wishes?
I can think of a couple of Amish guys that are getting my best wishes.
Oh, shit.
Boy. 2 Amish men face incest, bestiality charges in Grant County.
Wow.
I have to. 2 Amish brothers, the string of sexual assault charges. They committed incest and bestiality. They said that they had sex with, one's 19, one's 18. Bunch of children under the age of 13.
Oh, okay.
Without great bodily harm, which I guess means your dick is not large. Attempted first sexual degree of a child under the age of 13 without great bodily harm. 2 counts of incest, exposing genitals or pubic area. 2 counts of sexual gratification with an animal. The incidents occurred over a 4-year period. I think one of the animals was a cow and one was a horse.
They're wild.
These guys rule.
Amish are crazy.
That's what happens
people.
when you stick people on a farm. So you hang out and have fun.
Yeah.
You fuck anything.
And make them build houses all day.
Fuck the kids, the animals, a butter churn.
Yeah, it's going to come out another way.
We're doing a dick raising today.
You're fucking the Swiss cheese is in bad shape too if you examine it.
Bad shape.
The animals are refusing to press charges due to embarrassment.
They walk up to the blind girl and tell her it's a butter churn. That would be funny, right? She's just cranking on your dick and she's blind. I had to reiterate.
It worked. It won me over.
Shit.
Wow. Who puts their dick in a cow?
Yeah, that's fucking... I will never understand the animal...
No, certain animals.
the cute
Hold
ones.
on, let's slow down a little bit. Let's look at the cow pussy, and then we could make all the
All
comments
right.
we want.
Cow pussy, chicken pussy.
Because the horse pussy, if you remember, not bad.
Yeah.
Looked like a wallet.
Not
Smells like
bad.
a horse, I'm sure.
Oh, God, yeah. It's right next to the horse asshole.
Let's see what
The horse's
Oh,
ass.
Jesus. Okay, yeah.
Can I see the cow pussy?
Oh, God, it's giving birth.
How could you do
You
that?
can't tell.
How about one that's not giving birth?
Exactly. How about just a nice juicy cow
How about
pussy?
a pure cow pussy?
Something hot, a virgin.
Right.
Thanks, Kenny.
Let's see a nice, tight cow pussy.
Every picture of cow pussy, they're doing something to it or something's flying out of it. What is that? Looks like a pasta maker.
Yeah, the Ron Popeil or something.
Exactly, Chip.
Making some cow pastas, you know.
Yeah, hard to get cow pussy without something disgusting just dropping out of it. But I just don't get the animal, the bestiality thing.
When you see the horse fuck video from Seattle, I mean, that doesn't at least make you understand how it could be fun. Like the first 10 inches, you're like, that would be all right.
First 10.
Jesus.
Like the first 10 by 6
Wow.
inches of horse dick.
Oh.
Well, the Amish are getting crazy, huh?
Yeah,
Let's say hi to Larry in Tennessee. Larry.
Caked in shit.
Hello, boys.
Hello.
Cows get a lot of fish up their ass and pussies and stuff, huh?
All right, why don't you just say it? Cows are lucky devils.
Yeah, Larry.
Well, you guys were talking about the splash videos. I was stationed in Germany for 7 years, and splashing people with your automobile like that is against the law.
Of course it is.
Why?
Because they used to splash Jews with gas.
Yeah,
They're a fucking horrible nation.
Why are they taking the fun away from you guys in Germany? That's just fun.
It's one of the things they very strongly warn you against because they really enforce it. I mean, there's a lot of laws.
You know what I do when it's really rainy in New York City? I fucking walk close to the walls because I know there's assholes out there
Yeah.
that are willing to do that.
You got to watch it.
So we decided to be the assholes one day. Who cares?
Imagine going from a country that nearly conquered the world.
Right.
Nearly owned the world.
This close.
To giving out tickets because you're splashing people. That's a big drop off.
Let's all just relax.
Oh, look at cow pussy. Okay. It looks
very meaty,
puffy.
Jimmy. What do
It
you
looks
think?
wet.
And it's pinkish.
Now his
caked
hair's
in
off
shit.
it. The guy's putting his fist in. How are you going to ever make a cow come? You can fuck a cow as hard as you want.
You care about making the animal come if you're practicing bestiality?
A man is not a real man. The animal doesn't come and collapse on the floor.
It's not a crime if the thing doesn't feel it.
Really?
Yeah.
If they're just
It's in
sitting
the
there,
rule
and
book.
it's still chewing its cud.
Yeah.
It's grazing.
If it had no idea that it had a fucking Jim Norton penis in it, then it's not a crime.
It's not rape if the victim doesn't stop eating. If the victim is still enjoying hay, you're not committing a rape.
Nope. So what's happening to these Amish guys charged with having sex with at least 6 children, a cow, and a horse? Jesus.
Yeah.
Are they
What the
subject
fuck?
to the normal laws or the Amish laws or some shit?
The normal laws.
Yeah?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe it was like some wacky cult or something. You know?
I think American Indians, too, like, even though they have their own laws and tribal councils, you can't be a kid fucker and not have the government
have the feds step in on you.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue with the debauchery, man. A woman nabbed for autoerotic crime or the chiropractor story?
Oh, autoerotic, and I know they probably spelt that AUTO. I know this story.
A Cincinnati woman was simultaneously masturbating with a sex toy and watching a pornographic video while driving last week.
Wow. Fantastic.
What a good egg.
Yeah. Not a pretty egg, though.
Oh, what? They got a picture of her?
Calandra Hamilton.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not a black
fucking
woman
Christ.
crime. That's a white woman thing. I'm surprised.
That's absolutely a white woman thing.
Again, we're seeing this trend.
Pulled over last Tuesday evening and a traffic stop triggered when cops noticed she was driving a 2008 Pontiac
triggered.
with overly tinted windows. That'll get you every
How'd they
time. Why are
catch her?
people doing that?
That dark tint? Yeah, you got to watch that.
That's when officers noticed that Hamilton's pants were unbuttoned and she had a vibrator in her lap.
All right, Hamilton.
Are you allowed to do that in your car?
No, I don't know.
Why not?
I think it's probably a distraction.
But wait, what's the crime, though? How could they arrest her if she just had her pants unbuttoned? That's nobody's business.
That's what I'm saying. Questioned by cops, Hamilton admitted to engaging in autoerotic manipulation. It revealed that she has also been watching a porno movie that was playing on the laptop of a friend in the passenger seat.
Oh.
It's being dirty.
Was she driving okay? They pulled her over for the
Driving
tinted
with
window shit.
impaired alertness.
Really?
Yeah.
How humiliating. Why would you admit that?
And then she was charged with possession of drug paraphernalia.
Oh, crack pipe. Well,
Broken pieces of crack pipe in her purse.
all right, now we're getting back into the normal
Crack.
crimes.
Crack.
Now we're getting back into racial lines with these crimes.
Oh, Ant.
Oh, you know it's true.
No need to be so fresh.
Crack.
I was watching one of my favorite shows last night. That goddamn Locked Up Abroad.
Oh, it's fucking great. What'd you do?
There was some Locked Up Abroad.
Chip.
There was a guy who went to the Philippines. He wanted to be a missionary. He was very confused here in the States. He seemed like a real, like, fucking kind of nutty guy. All those guys are kind of nutty that want to go overseas and turn people onto Jesus and stuff. So he goes to the Philippines and hooks up with these people. And apparently in the Philippines, kidnapping is a very big thing, especially for Westerners. So they show him, and he's got, like, blondish hair and blue eyes.
Wait, they kidnap Westerners?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
hold him for ransom. So that's exactly what happened to him. He was in a cab. The cab got the cab pulled into this alley, and these 6 guys jump out with guns, pointing them at him, dragged him out of there, dragged him into the jungle. They took him in a boat and brought him to one of the 4,000 islands in the Philippines. It looked like Lost. And they just started torturing him. And his buddy that was with him, there was another guy that was Filipino that was with him. They brought him out in front of this guy, had him kneel down, and chopped his fucking head off right in front of him.
Wow.
Get the fuck out
And they
of here.
wanted information on where this guy, who they could contact to get money from this guy, like his family or something. And he's like, I don't have anybody. There's nobody to get the money. And they go, you will talk or you'll die. And they lock him up, and they're driving needles through his knuckles and shit, like torturing the fuck out of this guy. Just sick fucking shit. And then in the end, he kind of appealed to this one guy that spoke English, who had a family, and he almost built up like a little bit of a relationship with the guy. And one night, the guy came in and unlocked his shackles and let him go.
Wow.
Let him go. But and it was a, by the way, Islamic group in the Philippines that were. It was part of Al Qaeda.
How long? Oh, really?
In the Philippines, yeah.
That figures. How long was he held for?
I think it was 6 days. Yeah, I think it was like 6 days. And,
Explains the beheading, though.
Oh yeah, that right in front of the guy. They dragged him out, and he goes for a few minutes. I was looking, going, oh, cool. My friend's okay, because they were bringing him towards him. He goes, oh, good, my friend's all right, because he hadn't seen him in days. And then they just kneel him down and hacked his face. He goes, all I saw was this like glimmer of a blade, and saw his head come off. Fuck, and the guy's getting all like choked up talking about it. How did he
escape or whatever?
The guy let him go. One of the guys
I missed that
let
part,
him go,
sorry.
and he had his daughter and another guy take a boat and actually take this guy to his own house and kind of nursed him back to health a little bit.
Oh,
so the guy really was feeling kind of badly about what happened, I think.
Oh, so the guy brought him to his own personal house?
Yeah. And his family nursed this guy back to health and shit.
So did he ever get those guys in trouble? Or?
There's no recourse you could take there. He didn't even know where he was. He was like, if I get killed during this, no one is going to know what happened to him. It's one of 4,000 of these tiny islands all over the South Pacific. So it's like he would just rotted away in the jungle somewhere without anyone having found him.
If they buried him, he never would have been found.
Never.
Why didn't he have any friends they could call?
I guess that's why he decided to be a missionary. He had kids, but he was, estranged from them.
Why didn't they just kill him?
They were trying to get ransom money.
Yeah, I know, but then when they weren't going to get the ransom money, they were
going
to just kill him.
They were totally going to kill him, but this one guy let him go before they had a chance to kill him.
The one guy had a heart.
Yeah, something, a heart after watching.
No, he actually had a heart in his hand. And said, I don't need another one.
Kalima!
Right. Fuck. God damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that show is fucking great, though. There was another one on before that with some other guy. It's always these savage parts of the world where you're like, what the fuck are you doing there anyway?
Hey, man, I went to Istanbul, Turkey, and we were walking around like some streets. We weren't kind of doing the touristy thing, but everyone was begging around us. And I felt like, what is keeping these people from doing something insane to me right now? Yeah. I was scared. That was the only place I've ever been scared. Traveling around was Istanbul.
I know shit. I would be too.
Yeah, it was like the local markets, whatever. To get some trinkets for our friends back home, family,
I
friends.
would never fucking go to this.
It's such a different.
But then I saw.
place.
And then it brought me back, and I said, okay, I'm safe. George Hamilton was walking by. I'm like, oh, okay.
Really?
How dangerous is this if George Hamilton's in the same area?
All right, Hamilton again.
Yeah. I think he was shopping for a stupid Turkish rug or something. I'm like, okay.
For his head?
Why don't I relax? This is just a tourist trap.
Yeah.
Everything will be okay. Yeah. I'm trying to relate to that story, really. What am I thinking?
There was I watched.
That's a sick story.
I watched two of those last night. Another one was a couple of guys that were trying to get from Iraq into Syria.
Why would you do
before
that?
It was after Iraq invaded Kuwait, but before we went in there and kicked them out.
Right.
And they were two engineers, electrical engineers that I guess they
had the train had broken down.
Yes, their choo-choo broke down. They were doing some kind of reconnaissance to see if this area of the desert would be conducive for their engineer buddies to come in and do something. And then they were going to try to get to Syria, and they were driving through Iraq, and they ran out of fucking gas because one of the guys didn't want to turn around. And the other guy was like, we're reaching the point of no return here. Turn the fuck back around. We'll go to Kuwait. We'll go back, and just not get stuck in Iraq. And the guy was like, nope, we're forging through to Syria. I want to see my family. We're going to do it.
But what do you think they're going to do for gas?
Exactly. He thought he could make it. So they see a road when they're like out of gas, and they see a road, and they're like, finally, because they were in the middle of the desert. So they pull up on the road, they turn, and they're like laughing, like they made it, and they just see Iraqi flags everywhere and a military installation and trucks bearing down on them.
Look,
like, uh-oh.
We've all thought we could make it with the gas we have in our car, but usually it's like, I think I can make it to Atlantic City.
Yeah. It's
something stupid.
Not Syria.
Right.
If Syria is the good place you're headed to, you're in some fucking shit.
Yeah, that's insane.
They dragged him out of the vehicle and took him around to various prisons and tortures and things. It was quite amazing. And
How long was he there for?
There's two guys. They were there for, I'm not sure. It was a couple of weeks, I think. They took him around to various places where they just saw people hanging and cut up and all fucked up and tortured. And then they were charged with being in an unauthorized area, and they acquitted him.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, and then they just put him in a car and let him go.
Iraq let them go?
Yeah. They were Irish, by the way. They weren't Americans. They were from Ireland.
And they realized that it was just a mistake.
Yeah, that they had just fucked up.
Nice to know they can understand a mistake.
Yeah, whoops. This is after they fucking scarred them for life.
Let's go to RC in Texas. He knows the Filipino story very well. What's up, RC?
Hey, fellas. How y'all doing?
Hey, man.
You got a house over there in the Philippines?
Yes, I live on the island of Bohol, which is just south of the island of Cebu, which is, I give you a landmark, it's about 485 air miles from Manila.
Ah.
And in my area, it's called the Visayans, and where the missionaries was kidnapped was down on the Mass Island of Mindanao. And that is where you got the Al-Qaeda rebels, Philippine rebels, by the name of Abu Sayyaf.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he's the ass kicker around the Philippines. But not all Filipinos are anti-Americans. I mean, I hear the shit all the time about Subic Bay and all that, but what people don't realize, the Americans had a land lease at Subic Bay, and for 25 years they forgot to pay it.
We liberated the fucking place. Come on. Lighten up.
Yeah. Well, that's true. But
Goddamn Japs would have been all over it.
You just want to say not everyone's like that. It was a Muslim group, right?
Yeah.
Right. You know, a lot of, and we do have American military down on the island of Mindanao, which is in Davao City, and they've been chasing that guy for years.
Who gets that shit detail? It's like you always think you join the military, you're going to end up in like some fucking little island in the Philippines. It's like, what happened to Germany? Can I just go to Germany?
Yeah. And it's not 4,000 islands; it's 7,300, depending on low tide.
How big are some of the islands, though?
Mindanao and the island of Luzon, which is where Manila is probably about the size of Texas and Oklahoma put together. And
that's pretty big.
It's like California.
Okay, that's.
But I mean,
big.
7,000 islands of that size?
Yes. No. They're smaller islands. They're like maybe 20 miles wide and 30 miles long.
Yeah.
People actually just live on them in huts, so they have electricity, or no?
No.
I love Jimmy's innocent questions.
Well, he did ask a good question because I grew up in what they call a NEPA hut, kind of like they had on Canal, and but we have nice homes over time. We are the third largest English-speaking nation in the world now, and actually there's more people there speaking English than here in the USA.
I can't believe that.
That's very true.
Well, we got a little Filipino lesson.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
But, hey, I'm USA all the way, though.
All right, that's what I say.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
All right, thank you. Let's say hi to Sean in Connecticut. We got to get to this chiropractor story. This is fucking comedy gold.
Is it?
It's hilarious.
Perf switch?
Yes.
Cool.
Sean in Connecticut, go ahead.
Hey, Anthony, that Iraqi show last night with Locked Up Abroad, did you think it was fucked up when those two guys were leaving? They were scouting out that desert to help the other engineers cross, but that one fucker said he was just going to keep going.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to get home to his family, so he was going to drive to Syria. And the other guy was all pissed off. He's like, dude, let's fucking turn around. Boy, was he resenting his buddy for fucking not turning around.
Oh, really?
Oh, man.
They hate each other now?
Yes.
What?
Fucking dipshit.
Yeah, he drives into the middle of the fucking Iraqi desert with like half a tank of gas. What an asshole.
And then what about this donkey that you had on the phone before? Was he trying to defend the Philippines?
Yeah, he's very proud of it.
But he said USA
Filipino.
all the way, so he's good.
Yeah.
He's good.
Well, he did say he's good. Well, he's from south of the Mason-Dixon line, so he's questionable. But guys, thanks. I just want to bring up what a dipshit that guy was in Iraq.
There's no need for name calling.
Yes,
it's just not the way things get solved.
We got a guy.
Inclusion, not exclusion.
We're getting a live phone call from Amsterdam. Nice.
What?
Jamie, real fast. The only reason we took your call is because you're calling from Amsterdam. Go ahead.
It's not a cheap phone call. But no, I have a friend, Sean. He's actually taking his Vespa from Budapest, where I used to live, all the way to Vietnam. And he's taking the southern route. Like, you could go through Russia, but he's Canadian, so he doesn't have any of the visa issues that Americans have. And he's going through, like, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, like, just some, like, crappy areas. I am 100% sure he will end up on Locked Up Abroad.
You know what the most...
What is wrong with your friend on a Vespa?
He's Canadian. You can follow him online. I'll give you the website if you want.
Yes.
All right,
Headloppedoffsoon.com.
I know. We'll start a pool to see where his head lands.
Oh, follow him. It's Vespa360.com.
You know what the most amazing thing about this guy's call is? The quality of it, and he's calling from fucking thousands of miles away.
Well, that's voice over IP, guys. It's a great thing, but
It sounds fantastic. Why can't every call sound like this?
I don't know what phone providers you guys have.
We get somebody from Queens calling, and it's static.
Yeah,
let them eat static.
AT&T rules.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well,
thanks, guys. Have a good day.
All right, now we're gonna track this fucker.
Vespa 360.
That's insane.
This guy is
that's insane.
Going to be dead.
I think so.
A Vespa.
All right, listen.
Good luck to you.
The perv switch. We talk about the perv switch on the show.
Oh, yeah.
We've been talking about it for years, where these guys just can't help themselves. We all think shit when we see a really hot girl walk by.
Most of our perv breakers in us, they work.
Right.
You know, you don't flip the switch.
It stops you from doing something completely insane.
Or else you'd just be grabbing tits and fucking shoving your hand up girls' skirts all day.
But every once in a while, you got a story where that perv switch goes off. The guy can't help himself. And this one, these stories are hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
I love them.
I don't know the person this happened to. I don't know their family, so I don't give a fuck. You know, you read this. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
Chiropractor patient story leads to charges. So you got an Iowa chiropractor charged with assault after a patient reported him to police. Police said Dan Duffy was charged after the complaint was filed in the Dallas County in January. All right, according to the complaint, a woman being examined for a back injury was lying on her stomach when Duffy pulled up her shirt to expose her lower back. You know, he's got to work the area, right?
Yeah.
According to the woman's statement, Duffy began massaging her lower right back and buttocks area.
Well, you got to. Okay.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Sometime during the exam, Duffy left the exam room. He then returned to the room and stood on the left side of the table. The woman told authorities that at that point she heard Duffy unzip his pants and heard what she described as masturbating.
Oh, shit.
What a fucking lunatic.
So
you're a doctor.
Well, he's a chiropractor.
That's true.
It's the perv switch, though. It's a classic example of the perv switch. The guy just couldn't help it.
Wow, he's massaging her buttocks and her leg
And he
her,
left the
or her
room.
back, and he's like,
You think he left the
couldn't
room
take
to
it.
go to the bathroom and throw water on his face and look in the mirror like, am I really going to do what I'm about to do?
Oh, he has that fucking John Travolta from Pulp Fiction speech in the mirror with himself.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to finish the chiropractor?
I think he tried to get out of the
and
situation.
then you're going to leave.
Right. He left and had to talk with himself like, I can't, I gotta get back in there. The woman said that after the exam, her mother took her to the police station. Police swabbed her lower back for evidence.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the lab confirmed that sperm from the lower back swabs on the woman matched Duffy's DNA profile.
Oh, no. He jizzed on her?
Yes.
Did he come on her, or do you think he just had pre-cum on his hand?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. Now, did she see him jerking, or was her head to one side?
Heard.
All right, so she
why would
heard it.
If you're hearing what sounds like masturbating going
Yes.
on, why don't you turn around to see what's going on?
Can I say, I bet you he was massaging her by her buttocks, and she did something that he thought meant she wanted more. Like, she might have moved her hips a little and went,
Oh, boy. He sure misinterpreted that.
Yeah, she was saying that's where it hurts, and he thought it meant, I want cumsies on my back.
I got to rub the lotion in.
Yes. Oh, that's
the fucking perv switch once again.
I'm trying to think
takes another one out.
Trying to think of the defense for this. Like, if she didn't
Look
see
at her.
it, she
Your Honor, look at her.
If she didn't see it, she hears it. Mm-hmm. I wonder if he's going to say, no, I was doing this, but all right, well, then where's the DNA come from?
They found
you go, well,
his sperm on her lower back. That's never good.
He could say that, yes, I was indeed masturbating earlier and had some spermatozoa on my hand, and I should have washed. I didn't. And as I was massaging her, I transferred it over.
Oh, I'm sure
the lawyer will say that.
I'm sure he'll try anything to get out of this, but it's not going to help his practice if he does get off the hook.
I have my chiropractor tools in a bag with a zipper, so he unzips it.
Chiropractor tools.
Yes.
Yeah, they got some kind of voodoo shit.
I don't know. I'm just trying to
shake
help
over your body.
I'm trying to help this guy out here.
Her
Henry.
saying she heard a zipper come undone is not necessarily like going to be good, because he could say she did not. She could say she did.
Now,
this is the guy who over-explains it. He could claim she did not hear that.
The guy who over-explains.
She, on the other hand, will allege, I have to say allege, that she did hear the zipper.
this leads to the latest Louis episode. You guys watching Louis on FX? The fucking show is awesome. And Louis it looked like he got a cock in his mouth when he visited the dentist on this past Louis episode. And the guy who gave Louis the cock was was the dude from Office Space, Stapler guy.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
He played a dentist in this last episode of Louis.
Stapler.
And it looks like he stuck his cock in Louis while Louis was under, getting his teeth taken care of.
I haven't seen that one.
Because Louis wakes up and the dentist quickly turns and is zipping up his fly. This is what Louis got done on FX a couple days ago. It was classic.
I got to see that one.
It was really, really funny. Let's say hi to Brent in Illinois. Brent.
Hey, Brent.
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, there's a...
hold on a minute. I'm sorry. The best part about the Louis episode, so he's in dreamland because he's under and he's talking to Osama bin Laden. You got to see the episode for yourself. But then all of a sudden the dentist appears in the dream sequence with a banana, telling Louis to fucking eat the banana, and Louis like, "What, with the peel on it?" and the guy's like, "Yeah, don't worry about the peel, tastes good too," or something like that. And all of a sudden, Stapler guy from Office Space is shoving the banana in Louis' mouth, and then he wakes up.
Okay,
and
that's
quickly
pretty fucking funny.
looks, and the dentist is turned away really fast, zipping up his fly. I missed the best part with the banana. Thank you for reminding me, whoever that was. Brent, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a dentist in our local area here that says he practices relaxation dentistry. Like if your teeth are really messed up and you need a lot of work, he'll give you a small pill to help you relax while he works on your teeth.
Wow.
I have a feeling he might be in the news real soon.
Yeah, take this pill. It'll make you relax. As the girl feels like her tits aren't quite in a bra like she put them. Girls like...
They're always askew.
They're always adjusting their titties in their bras so, they know exactly where they are.
They know where their tits are at all times.
Yeah, and it's like, wait, my nipple wasn't way over there.
Right.
This thing the strap is a little twisted around the back. Well, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened?
Dana in Boston has a
another
perp
girl
switch
name.
story. Dana.
Boys, good morning.
Girl name, boy name.
What's up?
So about several months ago, I'm a sales rep, and I had a new trainee with me. And one of my colleagues was going on medical leave down in Connecticut. So we finish up the day, and this chick is just out of college. She's smoking hot, blonde hair, had a little skirt on. And I'm looking at her skirt, looking over, thinking to myself, oh, my God, I know that she's got a bold cooter, fucking little thong on. So I said to myself, I don't want to fuck up my 9-year career with my company. So I pretended like I had to run up to my apartment in Back Bay, and I ran upstairs and whacked off to get in the car to drive down to Connecticut because I felt the jack attack coming on so strong.
Wait, who is this woman again?
She was a new trainee with my company, so I was a field trainer.
Oh, that could have been some trouble right there.
Yeah, smart move, though, man.
I mean, guys deal with that shit all the time.
See, that's the breaker working.
That perf thing.
She had a skirt?
Mini skirt, about 23 years old, fresh out of college.
Oh, man.
See, that's the breaker. The breaker worked.
Yep.
It did what it was supposed to do.
That's right.
Did you get any vibes from her on the way down?
We had a couple of beers at dinner, and I didn't know which way to go. I dropped her off at the hotel in Cambridge, and I was like, should I do the old, we should have a drink? But I didn't want to risk it.
All right, fair. Smart, man.
Right on.
Sometimes you see a girl walking down the street, down the sidewalk. She's got a little skirt on, and I always think I could just run up, pull her skirt down, and shove my tongue in her ass.
Do some caveman shit.
Just like, but you don't do it. But the thing is, you can do it.
Mm-hmm. And every once in a while,
there's not a fence.
And every once in a while, one of these guys just can't help themselves.
Yeah, look, see, like that right there. You just walk up, crank it down, and shove your tongue in her ass.
All right, listen. I gotta go to this call immediately. This can't be true. Jeff in Jersey. Sorry, Anthony. Jeff.
Morning. How are you?
Jeff, are you just trying to get on the radio? I need to know.
No, I'm not. My wife was having back problems for years. This is a local chiropractor in Hoboken, New Jersey.
Yeah.
She was going to him for months and months and months and months and months and years. And she kept having these lower back problems, kept doing the adjustments, and then, then he slowly tried to convince her that she needed an internal adjustment. So she was asking, well, what does that entail? And he was a little bashful, but basically said, I need to put my finger up your ass so I can get to the lower part of your tailbone.
Internal adjustment, huh?
Internal adjustment. I don't know if she went for it, but I'm hoping.
Wow.
What do you mean you don't know if she went for it?
Didn't you ask? What did she say? Mind your business?
Right.
No, but she's like, my back is better. I don't think I need to go anymore.
How is she sitting during dinner? I mean,
she's fine. I mean,
Danny, can you do some research? Is this actually something?
Internal adjustment.
We need to know about internal adjustments.
Yeah, because she had been going to the guy for days and days and weeks and months and years? Worst explanation of time ever.
No, did you hear? For months and months and months and years.
That's unbelievable.
You usually have to go to 12 of the months before you say years.
All right, we're looking.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't hear what you just said.
Good.
No, we're trying to see if this is legit or not. We're doing some research.
What's that?
What?
See, we didn't get you.
Jeff, what?
You didn't get us either. He tried to do I heard you.
Oh, shut it.
Jeff, leave it to the professionals, please.
We're just us.
You're just a dopey caller.
All right, Godspeed.
All right.
Anything about internal?
We got something on the internal exam.
Yeah, this is a real thing.
No.
Get
fucking
the fuck out of here.
Yeah. There is some instructions for preparing for an internal adjustment. It says have the patient evacuate bowels and bladder just before the adjustment.
Good, so you can have a little lunch first.
Pain in the coccyx is the indication for internal adjustments.
Especially if external adjustments haven't been successful in alleviating the patient's complaint. That's the tailbone, of course. Some pain after a fall or after vaginal childbirth. This can happen.
When you go through life with a bad back, who the fuck would do that?
Oh.
Back pain is awful, though.
So
you got to weigh it, right, Jimmy?
So you got to go in and get an internal adjustment. So how is that?
Sounds like a win-win to me.
So what is you have a finger in your asshole and then what? Kind of push on the bone?
Why wonder when we could find out exactly what it's all about
This
from
show's
Zach
magical.
in Indiana. Zach, you've had an internal adjustment?
Hey, yeah, guys. Whenever I was like 13, I broke my tailbone, and
You're either gay or your back really hurt, brother.
dude, it was fucked up. But the lady that was a chiropractor,
Lady.
she would reach in.
Of course, it's always a lady, right?
Sure.
It
Sure
wasn't.
it was.
It wasn't a guy with big fucking knuckles, big
Sure,
hairy
was
knuckles.
it lady?
But she would reach in.
I bet she was hot too, right? Real hot chiropractor. No, all right. Go ahead.
She was Russian.
Yeah, exactly.
But she would like hold the tip of my spine and push down where it was broke and pull back at the same time to try and re-break my spine and get it set right.
Ow.
And she had a finger in your ass?
She had like 3.
Jesus. Wow.
Probably why I'm
Fucking
into such
whore.
deviant sexual lifestyles now.
There's nothing worse than when there's fingers in your ass and they're trying to break your back.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Jesus, how do you come that way?
13, you know. That's all I got, boys. I'm out.
All right. This guy's a theory on that story that we just had. Bob, you have a theory?
Good evening.
Hey there,
And then we got a chiropractor that actually does this for a living. Go ahead, Bob.
Okay, here's what I think, boys. The perf switch went off on him, and when he left that room, he went to the bathroom and worked the man right up to the point of coming.
Oh.
He comes back in the room, unzips his pants, and blasts the load all over her back.
Ah,
Why would he come on her back? Well, I guess
not.
Yeah,
Her face would have been really obvious.
How else do you?
Could you turn around, miss?
I wonder if he was doing an internal adjustment on her.
Punching out.
All right.
I don't know.
Rubbing his cock in her butt.
Here's a chiropractor. You stick fingers up people's asses, Dr. Tom?
I've never done that.
Oh,
I've seen it done, and it's the school that they teach it at is kind of like a big running joke with all the other schools, and it's called the Brown Thumb School, and it's pretty nasty, and it does work, but it doesn't work for everyone. You actually do stick one or two fingers, never done it, one or two fingers, and you actually have to pull as hard as you possibly can. I've seen people get lifted off a table, and it hurts. Really.
That's great. It's like fishing.
Like you're noodling for catfish.
Yeah, look, what'd you do? Like I caught an accountant. Couldn't think of a job.
Wow. All right. You know what? Dr. Steve needs a phone call today. Can we take a break before the Dr. Steve phone call?
Internal adjustment.
Also, we got...
what is that, Dr. Steve? What happens when you put the fingers up the anus?
Well, you insert them into the anus, and the coccyx will sometimes move. You really have to know that's the answer.
I love the Dr. Steve.
Because fluid will build up.
Fluid. And then he just wrings his fingers out into a wine bottle. Yeah. Puts a label on it.
Yeah, when there's a significant fluid buildup, we get it. You like fluid.
He loves fluid.
He can't get enough.
How else is he going to make his wine?
His wine is actually originally known as cyst juice. It's the stuff that happens when you take the remnants of a hysterectomy and jump on them in work boots.
All right. We got to take a break. We got Jackie Martling outside the studio with the camera crew. Very cool. Jackie the Joke Man joins the show next. And JB Smoove a little later this morning. From Curb,
yeah.
man.
I love JB.
Curb was filming in our neighborhood last night. Doing a lot of New York shoots.
I wouldn't
Curb
know.
Your Enthusiasm.
I have nothing going on in my career.
Oh boy.
The Virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, there he is. Jackie, the Joke Man Martling.
What's up, Jackie?
Hello, boys.
How are you, sir?
Hey, buddy, you look very thin.
Jackie's looking good these days. Looking all
Thin and
healthy.
fit. He's got a nice tan going on.
Thank you, fellas. I got a volume control.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Do you have a workout regimen you're doing?
Yes, I'm on the EL diet.
What?
The Eat Less diet.
Oh, all right.
And
that's all it takes, really.
every morning I swim, and then I ride my bike 10 miles in Center Island, you know.
What are you, junior high?
Turn around.
I swim, then I play.
Do some jumping jacks.
You know what? You're exactly right. You are exactly right. And the way I am, I take it as a compliment. You know, I was going out with a girl when I was 30, and she was like 18, and her parents called me, she was a Jewish girl from Syosset. Her parents called me Peter Pan as an insult. I took it as a total compliment.
Yeah.
You know, I ride my bike 10 miles down to the end of Center Island, back. It's the most beautiful landscape in the world, and I swim a half mile. And then I eat a big bowl of fruit and oatmeal. You know, I'm a single old man with no children. There's too much free time. So what am I going to do? Let's lose some weight.
He swims with the sharks.
I swim with the sharks.
Yeah.
How far is a half mile? Oh, how many laps? You're not doing laps? You're in the ocean?
I'm in Long Island Sound. So I swim to this sailboat, all the way out to that buoy, and all the way to this buoy.
That's
and
too
I keep
creepy, man.
It's not creepy. Did you hear the shark joke? You hear the shark joke yet?
No.
The papa shark and the baby shark swim up to a bunch of people that are in the ocean, and the papa shark says, all right, we're going to circle them with just our fins sticking out a little bit. And they do that. He says, all right, now we're going to circle them with our fins all the way out. And they do that. He says, all right, now we're going to eat them. So the papa shark and the baby shark eat all the people. And the baby shark says, what was with circling them first? And the papa shark says, they taste a lot better without shit in them.
That's funny.
Now, see, we're talking about sharks, Norton. I'm not a comedian, but I got a joke on everything, Norton.
That's funny.
We have a shark joke, too, by the way. Remember from last week?
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I really don't.
We can't even repeat it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, the guy. Oh, yeah, that was just awful.
It wasn't a bad joke. Why didn't...
I'm just trying to figure out how we could say it.
Why didn't the shark eat the black guy?
Oh, man, I know. I'm not saying it either.
Why?
See?
I thought it was whale doo-doo.
All right.
Great joke. Terrible.
It's a great joke. Somebody called up and said that. That was whale shit. I fucking howled for 3 days.
Yeah,
over
how
that.
stupid are we that we're trying to stump Jackie the joke
But I
man?
never heard that before.
I can't believe I
We never
said
heard that
doo-doo.
one.
I
that's
had no
all right.
problem doing the racist part, but I didn't say shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But at least I'm paying attention to something. Thank you guys for having me on here.
No problem. You swim from, like you said, from sailboat to sailboat. You ever been brushed on the leg by something under there?
You know what? It's so funny. Twice in 40 years, I brushed up against a red jellyfish. And what happens is the man-o-war jellyfish have long tentacles. So if you swim through one, you get the actual lines on your arm where the tentacles hit you.
It hurts?
But it stings a little, you know, but in 40
Itches
years,
and stings.
twice, you know, but there's a lot of jellyfish out there sometimes. At night, you guys do you ever go swimming in the Sound at night?
I used to.
When you swim
that's
at
crazy.
night, you know, I never saw this in the 70s or 80s because I was probably too drunk. But when you swim at night, there's jellyfish that light up. They're fluorescent. So when you go like this, you remember beginning in Disney World when Tinkerbell would go like this? And
Yeah, you just
with
see,
every
like,
stroke,
sparkles.
it's like sparkles because the motion lights them up. And you know, there was a famous scene in The Right Stuff where the lights went off on the aircraft carrier, but it was going through a portion of the ocean that had so many of those fluorescent jellyfish in it that it was lit up around the stupid aircraft carrier. And it's trippy. You know,
Is the Sound clean?
It's so clean.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty clean.
And you know what's amazing?
Now
In
it
the
is.
late 70s, all of a sudden there was hospital garbage washing up.
Really?
And I was like, well, that's it. It's over because it's never going to get better.
Yeah,
and
you
then
never
they
think it's
cleaned
gonna
it up,
get better.
and- right, it never turns around, and it's so pristine. Come over, I'll make you a burger.
Come on over.
Make your burger.
Come over, make your burger.
Oh, we just lost Dr. Steve. We got to get him back on the phone. Jackie, you stepped in the middle of, I don't know. We were talking about this story. A chiropractor came on this woman's lower back.
He lost it. He
we talk about the perv switch on this show. Where,
massaging her a little bit,
Yeah.
doing the chiropractic on her chiropractor.
Well, you know how that can happen.
Oh, of course.
Well,
Did
no,
he,
we
did he
half
really?
naked.
Yeah, he pulled his hog out.
He
No,
stepped
wait a
out
minute.
of the
Wait a minute.
room.
When a chiropractor's working on somebody, he's not they're not undressed.
Well, he had this woman's like buttocks showing and her lower back, and he was kind of feeling around, you know, whatever. It
Then
was
he got
all
a
on the
little
up and up
turned
until
on.
he left the room, comes back. I guess her head was turned the opposite way. She hears a zipper go down and hears what she interpreted as masturbation. And then they found DNA on her back of this guy.
Cumsies on her back.
Okay.
And it was his cumsies.
Can I ask
on her back.
questions?
Yeah.
Sure.
She's lying there. She hears his zipper open.
Yeah.
Hears the sounds of masturbation.
This is what we're saying.
And then doesn't do anything about
This
it till
is
she
what
goes
we're
to the
saying.
hospital to have somebody check for DNA.
That's right. She
What about
obviously
when something warm hit the back, the lower back? Wouldn't that be another clue?
Just taste it.
Yeah.
She obviously was willing, right, Jackie?
Well, I don't know about willing, but she had to be somewhat aware.
That something was going on, right?
You know what,
right.
Opie? That bitch wanted it.
That's right.
That's what
No,
it sounds like to me.
That's what I'm thinking.
Not to make a bad pun, but there's holes in the story.
But it led to, I don't know how we got to this point.
Was it a white guy?
Yeah.
Oh, good doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor, of course.
There's too many black
Dre.
chiropractors.
Now, then we started talking about...
No, wait. Where does it
what
stand?
happened?
Is the guy? He's
What?
not indicted or anything.
Oh, he's arrested.
Yeah, he's in front of a fucking,
Oh, is that him?
Yeah, that's
Guilty.
him.
Guilty.
Lock him up.
Why is he guilty?
Because he looks like the
He
guy
looks-
who slashed the cabbie.
He looks pervy.
He's white.
He looks pervy. But
You
then
know
we-
what? If he's chiropractor, how do you guys stand on that?
Yeah, it's not a doctor.
It's not a
It's
doctor.
not real. It's I think it's like
You know what? I got some adjustments.
voodoo medicine.
The adjustments worked.
You know what? It's like anything. There's so many people it works for, and you can't tell somebody when they get up and they feel better. You can't tell them they don't feel better. So if it works for
But there's voodoo guys out there. They shake like salt shakers over your back, and all of a sudden that's supposed to do
What
something.
is that?
That's stupid.
See, Jackie knows.
I went
then
to-
there's regular chiropractors that are really doing adjustments and trying to get your spine back.
My ex-wife's sister sent everything she owned from France in 2 huge boxes, the size of a house. And this poor little man delivered them to our house, so I felt bad, helped him move them, and crunch my knee, so the bones crunched together. So my knee was really bad, and all of a sudden I flew out to Las Vegas, and I couldn't walk. Steve Chiropractor at the Riviera actually had to take me by a golf cart through the kitchen to get to this, and I was like Elvis going through. I was singing "Love Me Tender" going through the thing, but there were no doctors in Las Vegas, so Nancy sends me to one of these guys. I don't know what they're called. They have a name. And I go into this guy's office, and I always say you can tell how bad a doctor is by how many diplomas are on his wall. His entire 4 walls were full of diplomas, so I knew this guy was a sham. And he did that. Opie, I sat on his thing. He opened a drawer, took out a vial of pills, and put them in your hand, and said, close your hand. I closed my hand. He says, now how's your knee feel? I said, it feels exactly the fucking same, you moron.
He gave me some pills.
But I wasn't taking them. Right. I swear to you, I was holding them in my hand.
No, they do some voodoo shit, some of these guys.
That's insane.
And
the guy had all these...
and then the rest of the chiropractors are all pissed off at those guys.
Right, because they give them a bad name.
Exactly. So we're talking about this, and then it came up that some of these guys are doing internal exams or internal adjustments.
Now, this is where...
And that's why we got our friend Dr. Steve on the line, but we're going to, get you up to speed.
Dr. Steve is not the guy that's invited.
No.
He should be.
Yeah. But supposedly some people's backs are so bad that the chiropractor will stick, in one case that we had on the phone a few minutes ago, 3 fingers up his ass and then pull down on his tailbone or something.
And adjust the
wouldn't that make you forget about the pain in your back?
That's probably why it works.
Yeah. But we thought it's bullshit, and then everyone's calling going, no, I had that done to me. My wife had it done. Oh, that's how it started. A guy called up and said a chiropractor wanted to stick fingers up his wife's ass. Yeah.
Put your finger in my belly button. That's not my belly button. That's not my finger. That's the oldest joke.
So, Jackie, we're going to get to the bottom of this with our doctor friend, Dr. Steve.
I don't want to talk to the doctor till you tell everybody where I'm working Saturday night.
Oh, nice.
I'm playing hardball, Morton.
How
I'm not
it works.
Are you selling tickets? I'm not selling tickets.
In some places, yes. But if you want to see Jackie, don't go to Foxwoods Friday the 27th of I fucked up my own plug. God damn it.
See, that's what you're getting.
Thursday through Saturday, October 14th through 16th. My tickets go on sale tomorrow morning. How about you?
Belmore Theater for Jackie the Joke Man. When is it? This weekend?
Yes,
Saturday.
Saturday night at 9:30 because they have a film booked from 1962 at 7 o'clock.
Are you kidding? You're following a film from 1962?
I'm only kidding. But they finally stopped tearing down the old movie theaters. They're finally renovating them and make them into theaters. And a lot of these old movie theaters are beautiful. This place, I hosted the New York Film Festival there. And, you go into a place with a nice sound system and a nice theater. What do you think? You think about, wow, I'd love to do stand-up here. And they said yes, so we're giving it a shot. But there hasn't been stand-up there before.
Jimmy did the old porn theater in Bayshore.
Yeah.
Now, is that like a vaudeville theater?
I don't know. It was good, though.
It's an old porn theater. But now they're bringing in
the YMCA.
I love those little theaters. And the seats come all the way up.
Comedy, man. We got Dr. Steve on the line. Dr. Steve, internal adjustments is what we're talking about today.
Yeah. Do you know anything about this, Doctor?
Well, I didn't have training in that, although I do internal exams.
This doctor has had his fingers up a lot of people's asses, Jackie.
You know what? The great part is not sticking your finger in a woman's ass. The great part is handing her a bill for it. She's writing out the check and he's sniffing his finger.
Where you stand with chiropractors, Dr. Steve?
Say that again?
Where do you stand as far as chiropractors?
I have great respect for chiropractors who practice chiropractic. There have been lots of studies that have shown that chiropractic treatments work very well for low back pain. And the guys that I know, I just have chiropractors that I sent my patients to, and they were good, solid chiropractors and did what they were trained to do. Now, this thing about internal adjustments, if you think about it, if your theory is that manipulating the spine can help organs that are that are fed by the nerves that come from the spine, then you're going to want to do internal exams, because the only place you can get a hold of the coccyx, which is the tailbone, would be to stick your finger up somebody's ass and yank on it. There's no other way to do it. So
get the fuck out of here.
Dr. Steve, I got to ask you a question. Do you think when they were sitting around naming the bones that they were having a few beers and laughing their balls off when they named it the coccyx?
Absolutely. Of course.
Are you seriously saying if you put your fingers up somebody's butt, you can manipulate their inner
Yes, you can. Now, whether that actually does you any good or not is something that's debatable. But if you believe that, then the only way that you can get a hold of those coccyx bones would be, because if you think about it, feel back there, you can feel your tailbone going right down.
Well, I've had my finger up my ass since we've been on the phone, Doc.
How's your back?
Well,
I don't know. It feels so good.
You can feel on the outside, and you can feel your tailbone going down, curving down toward your asshole, and then it becomes sort of soft and fleshy. And if you imagine sticking your finger in there, you could manipulate.
Well, you imagine.
Manipulate.
You know what? You couldn't write this. You couldn't say, we need a bit for the radio tomorrow. Let's say that chiropractors put their... Would a chiropractor have the woman or the guy there... When they come in, they say, look, I think I'm going to be working your lower back and maybe digitally manipulating you, or does he just do that as a matter of course and hope that the girl doesn't feel the sperm hit the back of her? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
How do you make the move from, all right, I'm going to make an adjustment on your spine, to I need to stick 3 fingers in your ass?
3!
Well,
What do you do? What do you do? The patient hears you go. All right, hold on.
Prison lube.
That is an uncomfortable conversation between patient and doctor, right?
You know what?
How
I'd like to know.
Point?
I would love to know the relationship of the occurrence, like how often it happens according to how attractive the patient is.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting study.
If it's some old broad, you're not suggesting that.
65-year-old woman, he's never had his fist in there.
No.
No one over 250 pounds has ever had a coccyx adjustment.
They're walking around with really bad backs.
Yeah, exactly.
All over the place.
Cheerleader that pulled something at the last football game she was cheering at.
Suffering from a shoulder injury.
You walk into his office, and he has 8x10s of all the women who have digitally taken 3 fingers. You know,
the adjustment.
Yeah. Come on, do you want to belong to the 3-finger club or don't you?
Steve, stay on the line. We're going with Bob and Philly. He's on the line with you. Go ahead, Bob. This is unbelievable. We saved this shit for you, Jackie, because we love you.
This is great.
All right, Bob, go ahead.
I just wanted to give you guys some legitimacy to the story. My sister-in-law is actually going to be graduating out of the New York Chiropractic College in the near future, and that is actually a legitimate adjustment.
So she's a lesbian.
It is what it is, man. I mean, you know, they don't practice it in school, obviously, but they talk about it, the technique, and the whole 9 yards. I mean,
no! Oh, no!
Hey, you got to practice on something.
Turn left at the cobwebs.
It just snaps like a graham cracker.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so it's legit, and she practiced it.
Well, she does not practice that adjustment specifically. Unfortunately, it'd be good to hear some good stories about that. But
I would only exclusively do that as a chiropractor. Only
That's how you would advertise on
only
TV.
Women.
Right.
I'm designing my shingle as we speak. No, a chiropractor, as a matter of course, doesn't put on the rubber gloves. Right?
Wow.
He can't go in there, you know, all of a sudden. So if all of a sudden you hear the snap of the rubber glove, you know he's going in, right?
So don't share grapes with a chiropractor.
You know, if I was a gynecologist, I would put on the rubber gloves at the end of the day to seal in the flavor.
The flavor.
I never go to my act on the show, but it fit too perfect.
That sounded really awkward, but it's still really funny.
Sealing the flavor.
Sealing the flavor.
All right, let's go to a real chiropractor. Thank you, Bob. Now we move up to James in Cleveland, and
Wait,
Dr.
Opie,
Steve's still on the line.
He really did legitimize it. He just said...
Well, this chiropractor's really going to bring it forward. Go ahead, James. You're a chiropractor, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. I practice I have an office in Cleveland and in Akron, and I'm familiar with the adjustment. It was taught in passing, but basically in the same breath, it was pretty much said, don't ever do it.
Yeah, this sounds like one of these procedures that is taught, but people are like, you know, you could get away with it sometime.
You know what we're talking about? Enter at own risk.
Yeah, you're asking for a lot of lawsuits. I'm sure it's legit, but, you know, now you're risking a lot of lawsuits.
That's it. I've been practicing 13 years, never a lawsuit, and there's no fucking way I would do that one.
No way, right?
Do they put on rubber gloves?
Yeah, you're supposed to glove up, lube up, and in you go.
What if she's an 18-year-old cheerleader like we were talking?
Yeah,
Well, you gotta have a chaperone in the room.
That would be legit.
All right, Dr. Steve. You'd have to wreck everything? Really?
God.
You'd have to have a
Yeah.
chaperone.
A chaperone.
Thanks, Dr. Steve.
How fucking unsexy you need news cameras.
Is the chaperone to make sure you properly insert your digits?
Yeah, what are you doing there?
You need a chaperone.
Chaperone's jerking off in the corner.
How great would it be if the chaperone was worse? Fix that cunt.
It's not a junior high school dance, you know.
That's not ridiculous, but
It's like the guy at the pawn shop watching Zed fucking Marcellus Wallace. Standing in the corner, yeah, you fuck him. Yeah.
One more finger. One more finger.
Steve, you really did remove the sexiness.
Really, man? We're trying to get some guys, a little horny on their way to work.
Out the girls' parents come in.
Yeah. They sit there.
Now,
some
you
type
know.
of constable. Show footage from Calcutta.
Yeah, really.
Now we're talking hidden camera.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
All right, now thank you,
That's great
James.
YouTube video.
Now we move to a guy that actually had this done on Monday. See what we do, Jackie?
What?
Very organized on this show.
Oh, sure.
A guy had it done?
On Monday, Rob in Tampa.
I have one question. Are you sitting down?
Yeah, does the doctor say that? All right, look, you better sit down for this, but only for a second.
Rob, go ahead.
All right, hey, I got two experiences actually. Same doctor. One was about 5 years ago. I had a water jet skiing accident, and I couldn't even walk, and I was in so much pain. So I went to the doctor, and he's like checking everything out, and then he's like, "All right, take your pants off and bend over the bench." I'm like, "What for?" He goes,
pick wheelchair. Go ahead,
So
sorry.
he goes, well, I got to check the inside of your tailbone to make sure it's not fractured. What happened was I jumped awake on a jet ski, and I came down and just compressed my whole tailbone.
Oh, that'll hurt.
Wow.
And it just happened to be this little redheaded doctor with these big fat fucking fingers, man.
Great big fucking Donnie Most fingers. That's what you want.
Donnie Most.
So he was well hung.
Yeah. Big
Right on.
fat
Big
fingers.
ginger fucking hands.
Notice Dr. Steve doesn't jump in to
Yeah, no
ruin
one needs
this
a
story.
chaperone there.
Yeah,
No.
Dr.
Thanks,
Steve got
Dr.
his
Steve.
pants down.
You need a cracker in the middle of the room.
Yes,
You're
sir.
supposed to have a chaperone even when.
All right, enough
Around
about
the
the
chaperone.
chaperone.
Now wait, but this is different.
Buzzkill.
If he's checking for broken bones or something, this isn't a guy
that's
adjusting
different.
your back and sticking his finger in your ass. This is a guy seeing if there's actual damage.
How about it fucking X-ray, Jackie?
All right. Well, I'm trying to give the guy the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Do they numb your shit before they do this or what?
No, he just lubed it up.
Get the fuck out of
Put
here.
on a glove, lubed it up, and stuck his fat finger up
So
my
it
ass.
gave you your medicine.
Was he a good kisser?
He bit his back.
Oh, God.
Like a lion cub.
How did it feel, bro?
It was first time experience, so it wasn't fun.
No.
But, the worst part was after that he put a box of tissues in front of me and he's like, clean up.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
worst.
I had that at the urologist.
That's
yeah.
great.
You clean up.
Yeah, you feel really.
You feel so dirty when
Yeah.
that happens because,
Yeah.
Did it help at all?
What's that?
Did it help?
No, I mean, I'd go back to the office and take a shit. That's about it.
So you still have a bad fucking back.
It's great. And a bad back. Now you're just not the man you once were.
Right.
I
Nothing
swear
worse.
to you, the last time I went, I'm old, and so you got to go for a prostate exam once in a while. And the last time I went to see the doctor, it was like my third time to the guy, and he's a fan, and he's a really nice guy. So he's, the inevitable. He's putting on the glove, and he's got to go in, and the doctor actually said to me, "Do you want me to dim the lights?" Being funny, but I'm like, I swear he said that. I won't say his name, and I'm sure I'd like to give him credit, but I don't know if he...
Steve.
But I'm like, when somebody's doing that, no matter how well you know them and how great a doctor... I mean, he's got a beautiful office in Glen Cove, and he's a billionaire, but... You don't fuck around when you're going in there.
And-
you don't
want to hear jokes. You don't want
No,
And to have a fan doing that.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Bad enough he's a fan going in,
We fuck our listeners all the time. You don't want them fucking you.
That is awful.
Here's another guy that had the procedure done last Friday. Nate in Maine. We need more of these stories.
We need women calling.
No
yeah,
shit.
exactly. Where are the women? Chaperone.
Nate.
Just wrecked the fucking vibe.
Hey, guys.
I got a cheerleader. What should I do? Read transcripts from the Yates trial. Fucking creep.
You know, 1 second, Nate. I can't defend this. You know, I said I'd rather take the wheelchair, and Cody in Indiana goes, rather take a wheelchair, Ope, huh? But doctor checked your ass when you had strep throat. That is a true story.
Yeah.
So I did get fingers up the ass for strep throat. I can't even explain.
If you're that sick, you don't care where they go.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me out.
I'll trade fingers in my ass if they're going to cure my throat. Right? I'm going to give you this one. I'm not giving you the next one. I'll give you a pass.
Just give you one.
The part that helped your throat was when he made you clean his fingers with your mouth. Yeah, the fecal matter.
Eradicate the streptococcus.
So I can't defend that, Cody. You got me on that. Nate, go ahead.
I love doing the Dr. Steve.
It's amazing. It's all I want to do.
It's fun.
You know, we let something go by.
Uh-oh.
The guy said that they teach you how to do it, but they don't show you really how to do it, which means the first time the doctor does that, he hasn't been in there, he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah,
So it's like,
poking around.
It's like it's a new neighborhood.
Imagine if he goes the wrong direction, he grabs your balls and picks you up that way.
How's that feel? No!
So there's a way to train students how to do this stuff, though. When we learned how to do pelvic exams, we had volunteers that were called talking pelvises. And,
that's what all women should be called.
I've been called a lot of things, Norton.
Yapping would be better.
Yeah, exactly. A babbling pelvis.
Yeah. Babbling.
How about moaning? Moaning pelvises.
Hey, pussy mouth. Sorry, Steve.
Hey, Nate, you had this done for you?
Yeah, last
Yeah, good for you. Antonella, Long Island. We have a woman. Fuck the guy when we can talk to a woman about it. Antonella, you had this done?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
I was about 3 years ago.
Sounds like a victim.
The room never has been this quiet.
Yeah, I know.
I was 3 years ago. I fell at a party, my son's christening party. I fell right on my
on a
butt.
doctor's hand.
You fell at your son's christening party?
Yeah. And,
No, I know.
I could hardly walk. I went to a pain management specialist, and they referred me to a chiropractor who said I have to get the adjustment done. And he went in there, he gloved up, he went in, and he pulled it right out. It was painful, but then I had instant relief.
Oh.
It was amazing.
So did he.
It's a wash.
It's a wash.
So you spoiled your kid's christening and then had a finger shoved up your ass? What an enchantress.
What she? So you know what she did? She went and had another kid and fell at that christening too.
She's holding a baby, looking for the banana peel. Stupid whore.
What did he do in there?
Yeah, we need to know what he did in there. And
Stupid whore. It's a listener, Norton.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, really?
I apologize. Do you renounce Satan? I do.
Stupid.
Antonella, what did you feel? Did it feel good?
It actually felt very good.
All right, at least she's honest.
Okay.
Antonella, do you do that sexually with your husband? That act?
No.
You don't funny.
Oh, so the doc gets in and he don't.
Yeah,
that must
that's
sit well
great.
at dinner.
Yeah, no kidding. And what did it feel like? Like, was he grabbing at your bone?
Yes, it actually felt like that.
How long was he in there for?
It felt like that somebody was...
Hour and a half.
pulling it right out. But it was an instant relief. It was great.
Yeah, good for you.
How many fingers?
Ask her if she had a... shit, never mind.
No, go ahead,
No,
Steve.
go ahead, Dr. Steve.
No,
Why don't
go
you
ahead.
ruin
You can
this
ask
one,
her.
too?
You can ask her.
She's right on the phone, so you can
Yeah,
ask.
go ahead.
No, I just wanted to know about the chaperone.
Drop that. Everybody's heart on goes away. The word chaperone is like...
It's just terrible. I have an 18-year-old cheerleader here. Put on beheading videos.
I'll keep this safe for everybody.
Beheading video.
I'll take the
Where's his mind go?
Anything to take the...
All right, Antonella, thank you.
Thank you.
We got a guy fell out of a tree as a kid. Doctor stuck thumb up ass to fix it.
All right.
God, are we learning some shit today?
Oh, no.
Anthony from Capistrano.
Yeah.
You want Brent? Let's go to Brent.
It sounds like a Rockwell painting, doesn't it?
Rockwell. Oh, no, you're funny.
That was him.
Yeah. I'm giving you credit.
Thank you. I should have taken it.
Why not?
Brent, go ahead.
Rockwell.
How you doing, guys? Good morning.
Hey.
When I was a little kid, we built a tree house, and you know how you like pound in little steps to get up the tree?
Sure.
And I went to go, I was probably like 10 feet up in the air. The one board pulled out, I fell. We had a little picket fence right by the tree where we keep the garbage can.
my little kid feet didn't fucking touch the ground when I hit it. I screamed. I was probably like, 8, 9 years old, and running around, and they took me to the hospital, and the doctor, and I'm a little kid, sticks his big, fat, meaty thumbs up my fucking ass. I'm screaming. My grandfather's there. My mom and dad are there. And
avoiding eye contact with you.
Yeah, chaperoning, of
chaperoning,
course.
right.
As per Dr. Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Steve.
So wait, did you have wood in your ass? What happened? What was you doing?
there was the top of the fence posts were not like pointy sharp.
Oh, okay.
Had a little bit of a roundness to them.
God, you could take a lot.
I don't care who you are.
Right.
You
Good
fall
for
out
you.
of the tree, you land on your fence. You know, that's a bad fucking day.
Oh, wow.
And Grandpa's going, I've been there.
You're doing it all wrong, Doc.
Yeah.
Take the pain.
But the thumbs up the ass worked for you.
Fucking my little Cossacks, I snapped it. The doctor had to realign it. Now every time I do sit-ups, or if I'm on a hard floor surface.
You have a heart on, you don't know why. Just remembering the doctor and his Greek fingers and his doctor breath. Smell of medicine.
More like 4 fingers, and it felt great.
All right, brother.
All
right. That's just amazing.
Wow.
I hope they were playing Schindler's List on the walls. Lest it become too sexy.
Yeah, fluid, old belt.
Wow.
Dr. Steve's made guys come, though, Jackie. Tell him.
Just by talking.
Milking the prostate.
Yes, by milking the prostate.
He milks prostates for a living.
No, he's doing Dr. Steve impressions. Dr. Steve's doing it.
It's fun, isn't it?
He's got guys.
Do you have any openings?
Dr. Steve, you've made guys come, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't make them come. They didn't have an orgasm, but they would
spray fluid.
Ejaculate.
They would, and it's not even ejaculation. It's just hydraulics,
Cleaning out the tubes type thing?
Yeah, simple.
It's the type of clear stuff you leak, like when your team wins a game. It's not a full cum, but just the tip gets wet.
It's just fun. It's just fun. Seminal fluid, we're calling it.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's like when your dick has a mini stroke. Might I reference Edmund Muskie again?
Seminal fluid sounds dirtier than sperm. It really is.
Exactly. It really does. Hey, let's go to Amanda. Let's see what Amanda has.
Well, a girl.
Discussion. Amanda.
Good morning, guys.
Hi.
Amanda sounds
Hello.
hot.
Well, listen to that voice.
How hot are you?
Hello, madam.
Steve from Bay Show says Dr. Steve calls it pre-wine.
Dr. Steve makes really
nice
shitty
one,
wine
Steve.
if you want one, Jackie. Oh, yeah, you don't drink, sorry. Amanda, go ahead.
A few years ago, I used to work for an insurance company in the fraud department, and I was responsible for taking phone calls from doctors and providers and all this other stuff. Anyway, there was a doctor...
Or just have this girl talk in a corner. Jesus. All right, get to the sexy. Ooh, I like that.
Anyway, doctor would have his patients masturbate in order to fit their contraception devices correctly, and he was pissed off that he wasn't getting paid by our insurance company and wanted to know why, but he was under full investigation because he wanted the girls to masturbate, saying, well, when the contraception device is in, you want to make sure that it's there properly and that it's not going to come out and this sort. So you made everybody masturbate.
What a dumbass that guy was.
Yeah, I think he should win a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah,
That's
dumbass.
brilliant.
Well, no, but here's the thing.
He almost got away with it.
Yeah.
What?
He didn't get caught until he went to the insurance company trying
Oh,
to
yeah, what a
get
dumb.
paid.
You're
see,
right.
that is dumb. He got greedy.
You're right. He did get greedy.
If you want to see if it doesn't come out, how about you put a trampoline in the office? I get on this for 2 minutes. If it doesn't fall out, you're fine.
3 cartwheels.
Yeah.
Oh, what a jerk.
Yeah, that is pretty dumb.
God, he fucked it up.
Well, he might have been doing it for years and years and saying,
Sure.
what could be better?
Right. Now I should
Getting
get
a
money
few
for
bucks
this.
Be able to
for it.
get a
Right.
few bucks.
Yeah, it became legitimate in his mind all of a sudden.
Yes.
Chaperone.
I love the chaperone, man.
Amanda,
So fun
thank
to
you.
say.
Phones are fucking lit with this subject. Porter, Wisconsin, what's up?
Porter, how?
I was just wondering what position are the patients in when they're getting their internal exam?
Oh.
Dr. Steve?
Yeah, there's 2 that you can do. You can either have the patient in what's called dorsal lithotomy position, which is where you have them lay on their back and put their feet in stirrups. You can do it that way.
Or you can have them kneel over your face.
Well, it could be strapped to a table with a baseball in their mouth.
A ball gag.
Right.
We use the ball gag.
Yeah. They do a headstand and you point down. Sorry, what's the other one?
Never mind.
Wait, we got a guy in stirrups, old school.
Yeah, that is an old
Yeah.
school.
That looks like the
fucking-
40s.
Yes.
Wow.
Black and white picture.
It's a picture out of fucking... I got...
What's the other one? You make them touch their
Bailed out.
toes?
Yeah, no, the other one is you just bend them over a barrel.
A barrel.
A barrel?
Barrel? What are you?
There's always a barrel in the doctor's waiting room.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting
barrel.
a fucking pickle. He jams his fingers in your ass.
Oh, Danny. Oh, God.
That's
going to
cool.
make Jackie throw up.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, what happened there?
It's all right. Happened, a little mishap.
Dr.
Guy's back
Steve,
feels much better.
for the discomfort, which position would you say is better?
Really, for checking the prostate, the best position would be just bending over, touching your toes. Or I used to just have people grasp the table and bend over, and then you'd sit on a stool. Insert joke here.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Bite this
and
bullet.
Then insert your finger that way, and it's a little more natural that way, and then they can sort of
Not natural.
brace themselves. It's the dorsal lithotomy position. I was
How do you sneak the word natural?
I know. That's a more natural.
Dorsal lithotomy. That's the name of a black NFL player. Good. Sorry,
Well, your finger bends in the same direction that the rectum kind of curves, so that's why I have
The come hither kind of finger, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go to Ron in Cleveland. Ron?
Good morning, boys.
Hey, Ron.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hi.
Hey, I just wanted to throw this one in real quick. I had a prostate check. I went to a doctor, and my male doctor had left the practice, and him and his wife actually had to practice. They got divorced. So I went for my physical, and I went ahead and just went and seen his ex-wife. So I had the infamous female doctor give me the old prostate check. So that was rather interesting. But the thing is, she really did lighten the mood when she says, be careful, because I've been known to push guys out through the window when I do this.
Oh, well, a little joke.
It's great.
That's nice.
And you sort of strap it on that special belt.
I would so rather have a female doctor do that.
Well,
I mean,
it was more
I don't think I'm going out on a limb. But
Was she a bull dyke or a little Asian?
Yeah, we
cutie?
need to know
What's
what
she
she
look
looked
like?
like. Russian?
No, actually, she's a little German lady.
Oh.
Probably in her mid-40s.
Yeah, good.
Hyolanus.
You think she enjoys that?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, she really went up there. I swear to God, it almost felt like it was coming out of my throat.
Wow.
But yeah, but bottom line is, if you do have a female doctor, I thought it was more comfortable. So I just wanted to share that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure some Gestapo is around to watch.
Wowie.
Joe, what do you say, Joe?
Hey, has anybody noticed that Dr. Steve sounds like Jim Florentine with an education? Yeah, I'm going to have, I need a chaperone for my big, huge balls.
Good observation, sir.
Excellent.
All right, I guess we did it.
Yeah,
Unless you
that's,
wanna talk about cupping the balls. We
I'm
can do that.
exhausted. Why?
Greg the trucker, why not? Go ahead, Greg.
What's going on, boys?
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good. Dr. Steve, now when you're checking the prostate, do you cup the balls from behind or do you reach around?
I don't think you need a reach around or a cupping of balls, sir.
All right, we got
Dr. Steve is a professional.
Kayla?
Right.
Yeah, I went and thought I was just going for acid reflux, and it was a smoking hot young doctor. I had never met him before. And he was like, okay, we're going to do an exam. And I thought it was odd that I had to disrobe and put one of their little gowns on. And he could get his chaperone, who is this gorgeous blonde girl. And he ends up sticking his finger in there. And when it was done, I thought, well, I was just here for, my throat. And it was supposed to be I was going to have follow-ups. But the chaperone, the hot smoking girl, was the same girl that took my insurance card. So I think they were just kind of having fun.
Wasn't this an episode of Three's Company? I think this was.
Exactly.
Make fun all you want. She had my attention.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
Yeah, he's got his finger in your ass, and
Sounds like the start of a
Norman
porno.
Fell is looking through the window.
Opie's eyes were going glossy over there.
Yeah, it's kind of like, all right. Then the blonde comes in. And,
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So that sounds kind of nice.
She was gorgeous. I'm fairly certain that was just for them and had nothing to do with why I was there. It was just
They knew you wouldn't talk.
Acid reflux. Yeah, what the fuck is he doing?
Jeez, trying to close the flap at the bottom.
Yeah, through the back.
You know, at the end, she said she likes my tattoos, and it was all very romantic. And I thought maybe we would all go for a drink, but I'd never fixed my gastroprostomy. I just never went back.
Why? What's wrong with you?
Back? Seemed like you enjoyed it.
Silly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then I never told anybody. Like, is that normal? Do you go and have hot people stick fingers in you, and they bring in hot girls, and so.
Wow, you must have been. Were you turned on when you saw like the hot doctor was going to do that to you?
I was turned on by him, and then when she came in, I thought, well, you know, that's different.
Did your
but
paper
okay.
gown have a little moisture on it?
Oh yeah, were you getting a little wet?
A little moisture?
Maybe if she hadn't come in. I don't know, maybe the talk about the tattoos, the whole thing was just very strange. I just thought now we were all really good friends.
Now, this was in Vegas?
You know she's digging it if the doctor doesn't have to grab any lube. He just has to wipe from front to back and slide it in.
Ready. Already.
Oh, yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Looby looped.
And under pressure, I just kind of got funny and was like, you know, well, are we going to do this with my throat too? Like, why are we starting at this end?
Oh, you got a little frisky, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was more nerves, I think. Just the humor part was like, that's great. That part worked well. Now let's check on my throat.
Yeah, you really liked it.
That's good. Well, I hope they were showing Holocaust pictures during the.
Keep it on the up and off.
I hope they were playing audio from Joel Steinberg's testimony.
At least you had a story for the Thanksgiving dinner table, you know?
Yeah, just more of a fuck you, Steve. So don't hurt everybody with a chaperone.
Just thumb through photos of the Tate House.
Yeah. Oh. I got an 18-year-old here. Well, burp hot dog burps in her face.
Yeah, Steve can't kill the buzz because sometimes the chaperones are smoking hot girls.
Yeah,
right on, Kayla. Bringing the hotness back to this topic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And right in Dr. Steve's face about the chaperone.
That's right. Let's go to Brandon in Montana. Brandon.
Yeah, you missed a great Jackie. German doctor.
Yeah, Mr. Great Jackie line.
I think he was trying to say Jackie is going to be at the historic Belmore Theater. And that is Saturday, August 28th.
That's this Saturday. I have to give you guys a compliment and plug myself at the same time. The last time I was here...
You sent a really nice email after your last appearance.
Well, the last time I was
Thank
here,
you,
I give out my email, jokeland@aol.com, to get on the email list. I got 600 requests the next day, and I'm still getting... I was just telling Eric out in the hall... Like, to this day, hey, heard you on Opie and Anthony, go on there more. I love it. Please put me on your list. They're still coming in. What was that? That didn't be a month ago, right?
About a month ago, probably. Yeah.
Jokeland@AOL.com. You get dirty jokes a couple times a month, and it's fun. And thank you for all the feedback. Was
and you find out where Jackie's playing, and like Dan said, Saturday, Belmore Theater on Long Island.
And
tickets, 516-783-7200.
All right.
Let me just go to this real fast before we let Dr. Steve go. Tim in Ohio. Tim?
Yeah, Dr. Steve, I had a question about hemorrhoids. I had a checkup here recently, and they said I was anemic. And so I got to go ahead and have this blood work done in the next 2 months or so. And I'm just wondering, is Fez on vacation, or is he in a mental institution? And I'll hang up and listen. Great show.
So what does that have to do with anything?
I don't know.
His hemorrhoid...
Fez is fine.
Blood
Ronnie's
work.
back today. Live show, Ron and Fez at 11.
Dr. Steve, have you heard anything about Mr. Bennington? And his appendix?
Just that what
Doctor-patient stuff?
Yeah, doctor-patient privilege. Okay, no, I was just wondering if he's okay. That's all.
Yeah, we were testing you to see if you talk.
Exactly.
This isn't the JFK assassination.
I don't know what's out there. So
all right,
JFK assassination. That's great footage to show if there's ever an 18-year-old freeze frame on Jackie.
Move your finger back and to the left.
When her pants come off, freeze frame on Governor Connolly.
Stephen S. from Bayshore, her paper gown was a little wet, but that was from a leaking cyst. So
that isn't sexy at all.
And now we got Rick in El Paso. Rick.
Hey, you guys missed the hottest part of the story. She goes ATM, bro.
Yeah, she was talking ass to mouth.
Ass to mouth, Jackie. She was doing ass to mouth.
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Stick 220, best gun on the planet, bro.
I'll look into it. I own enough guns at this point.
You own one. You already own one.
What?
All right, thank you. I don't know. That's obvious. It's obvious we got to take a break.
Yeah, obviously.
So obvious.
When the phones start just falling apart.
Well, when you go from, anal manipulation to what gun do you have?
I know.
It always
I know.
falls apart.
Should be
in the
gun
end.
first, then anal manipulation.
Yeah, then
that's how it works.
Nobody knows anything.
We always take 10 phone calls too many. Dr. Steve, what's the plug?
Hey, Weird Medicine this Saturday night at midnight and Sunday on XM 202, Sirius 197.
Great. Dr. Steve, always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Is this?
Hey,
we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, boys.
Bye, buddy.
Thanks, man.
All right, more with Jackie the Joke Man. Stay there.
Sirius XM. The virus.
Can you give me an example of what you're talking about?
This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
There are whispers between the screams that this deed can be done.
Oh, nice. Devil Cries. This is New Sabbath. Or Heaven and Hell.
Of course, Jimmy knows.
Of course. Fucking Gio's great, man. Loves.
Is that Ronnie?
It's Ronnie, yeah.
Jesus.
That
Ronnie
was,
James
that was
Dio.
very new as well. That was Bible Black, I think. Off Bible Black.
What a loss.
Yeah,
what a
man.
loss.
Hey, I got October 14 through 16. No, I had AIDS once. Good sneeze cleared it up. October 14 through 16, I'll be at Foxwoods Comics. The comedy club is opening at Foxwoods Casino. Tickets on sale tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
When is that?
Foxwoods.com.
October?
14, 15, 16.
Nice. I might have to head up there.
Yes. Any excuse. That's how I'm working casinos, just because I know Anthony will come with me.
Absolutely. Blackjack.
God's way of telling you're making too much money.
Yes.
Jesus.
Very good. And Jackie the Joke Man doing great radio with us today, man.
Having some fun.
I have a new gig. I am the spokesman for BCNLboxes.com. You can grow watermelons, tomatoes, whatever you want to grow. You can grow it
really?
inside.
Yes. They're growing watermelons, Jackie?
Inside.
BC what?
BCNLboxes.com. You know, it's like, now it's at the point where it's like almost like there's a box and you put in a seed and you come back 3 months later and there's your tomatoes.
Poor kid.
Does it work?
I'm going to find out. Supposedly I'm going to be getting a box for being the spokesman.
Yeah?
He's going to be getting a box.
I'm going to be getting a box.
Are you going to grow some weed in your box?
No, I'm growing tomatoes. I don't smoke pot. I don't drink, and I've stopped finger fucking. I don't do anything. The only
What
thing
do you do?
I French kiss Jim Norton.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
We're both trying to get off
Foxwoods,
that.
At Foxwoods, October 14th, 15th, and 16th.
You know, watermelon, Viagra uses some watermelon seeds to make their Viagra.
No, they're saying watermelon rind, Opie.
Oh, rind. I'm sorry.
Has some of the same effects as
if you eat the
Viagra.
rind, you could get boners.
Boners.
Go get us a watermelon, Dan. Watermelon?
That's what we learned this week or last week.
The rind, though.
The rind, not the seeds.
You ever take the Viagra?
No.
I've never not taken it. I love dick pills. I love dick pills.
Are you now to the point where you have to take one?
I feel like I can't leave the house. Like, you know how people
Wait a minute, Norton, how old are you?
42.
Really? You don't take Viagra.
I take Cialis.
He takes
it.
He takes the 2-dayers.
It is. It's wind at your back. You don't need it. It's just wind at your back, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I don't need it. I mean, look, I've abused my dick so much through masturbation. My dick is just a beaten man. It really
Show
is.
us. Show us.
It's
You'll
just,
be the only one that hasn't seen it, Jackie.
my dick takes a lot of work.
Is it at the point where it's like, you fucked it up so much?
Is it
jerking
grizzle?
off and that-
Is it a piece of
that it's
grizzle?
just-
It's not grizzle. But here's what my dick is. It's the feeling Hedda Nussbaum would get every time Joel walked into the apartment.
Yeah. It's an abused child.
There's
is
a
what he's
reference.
saying.
There must be 3 people that followed that.
That's how my...
Nussbaum. That's 88.
yeah, that's how my dick...
Quite a looker.
She sure was.
She certainly was asking for it.
She didn't listen
Right,
quite a
Jackie?
few times.
She should have gone to the chiropractor.
Yeah.
She was rough looking before he smacked her around.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
So you really do take it.
So you
Love
need-
Cialis, yes. But it lasts for 2 or 3 days. Cialis 1 day is probably better because it gives you back pain.
What?
But it's great. A little lower back pain.
What's that
I
about?
don't know. It's just some weird side effect.
There's always a chiropractor.
Yeah, there's always a chiropractor. I'm. That's almost seems. Now I hate to delve into this. Seems almost a little addictive. Jimmy.
You're right. But it is. But it's not mind or mood altering. It's simply Your dick reacts the way, like, it gets hard a lot.
Can it be mind, though? Do you think there's a placebo effect that you don't think you can perform without
It's also
it?
very physical. No, I can without it. I mean, like, literally, Cialis is good because it'll, like, you take 20 milligrams Cialis equals like 100 milligram Viagra. So you fucking cut it in half, or bite it in half and just take half. And then, like, 2 or 3 days later, you're still feeling like your dick is, like, jumpy from it, which is great. Your dick...
I've taken Viagra, and it's really amazing, because it's not like you get a hard-on and you're walking around in a tent. It's like you get a hard-on, and then when you want to get another one, and you want to, you do.
Sometimes incidental contact. You got to be careful. Like, if you're getting your dick rubbed, that's one thing.
Pants.
No.
Incidental contact.
Yeah. Who hasn't had the old babysitting incident, as we call it in the court docket?
A woman giving you back your change?
James Brown
She
came
touched
on
my
the
hand.
James Brown came on the Stern Show and did the best ad for Viagra inadvertently. He said, I tried me some Viagra. It's unbelievable, Howard. I took the Viagra and I had an appointment. And 20 minutes later, I had another appointment. An appointment. I never did a appointment. I had an appointment. Is that great?
James Brown, huh? And at that point, how old was he?
So I would say 65.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
My God.
Was he a good guest?
Unbelievable.
James Brown would
You didn't
rule.
want to go to commercial because he never stopped. And we played music with him.
That's
Gary
cool.
Dell'Abate played the trumpet for the first time in 30 years with those lips. and I'm saying, Howard, ask James to play with us. Ask James to play with us. Ask James to play with us. I can't ask James. I can't. Finally said, James, you want to play? Not only did we play, we played a song and we went to commercial. And as we're going to commercial, I swear to God, he turned around like a kid, like when you're playing in your garage. He turned around and said, "You guys know any blues? You know, like let's jam on some, like a kid." He was just amazing character. Amazing character. Had an appointment.
Brown.
So you had an appointment.
I constantly appoint. It's one long appointment. I love it. I really do. Love those fucking pills.
I took one time, and it was the old joke where the girl, and she called up and said she wasn't coming over. It was the whole thing, all dressed up, no place to go. You know, I don't even know what it did.
Yeah,
you know.
well, you got to get rid of it, I bet.
You can't take Viagra and miss. Like, what kind of an idiot? You know? And you get flushed, and you got to use it. You know.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah. Doesn't it like I've heard the side effects where you see blue fucking spots?
Well worth it.
Is it really?
Of course it is.
The ironic thing is we used to take pills to see blue spots.
Yeah.
So look, it's not really a side effect. It's a Benny.
When your dick is all half hard and you fuck horribly and you bang your head in the wall later, you see fucking white spots anyway. The blue streaks are worth it. You're like, fucking dummy. Why?
Now, have you ever taken both at the same time, like Vialis?
No. You get a heart attack. Vialis. It's fucking bad for your heart, I think. Dr. Steve has told me it's actually not bad for your heart, but I don't fuck with it. My heart's healthy, so no, I don't overdo it. Like, I don't take it every day.
No, there's a third one. There's Cialis, Viagra.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done that one too.
Which is the best?
I would say, if you take 100 milligram Viagra.
Did you watch Norton turn into a doctor for the last 10 minutes?
Milligrams and about this.
Viagra is, I think, the strongest in the moment. Like 100 milligram Viagra, your dick can't not work. But you'll be very congested, and it's you're gonna have a tremendous headache. A tremendous headache. Yeah, it's a blood flow, I think. But Cialis doesn't make the blood flow, but it doesn't work as immediately.
That doesn't sound good.
Wait, it is, though.
What size Viagra did you say?
Like that.
100 milligrams.
Aren't they 20 and 40?
No, that's Viagra. I'm sorry, Cialis and Levitra.
Wait, do you have the headache while you're having sex?
Viagra's 25, 50, and 100.
Headache
no, usually after, I think.
What's the regular big size blue pill?
The blue pill is Viagra. They're all the same size. It's just dosage.
Okay, just
25 is fine. If you don't take it, it's 25.
So that's when you
too
blow.
many questions.
No, because I have a couple of pills at home that I don't take them. But
What
they're
milligrams
blue
are
pills.
they?
That's what I'm asking.
You should look. It'll be a 50, 100, or 25 written on it. Anyone you take. If you cut one of them in half, you cut like a fucking 25 in half. If you've never taken it, it's going to, and someone maybe they told Mike Baker or somebody told us that they were getting information out of a lot of those fucking very old Afghan warlords in those hills by giving them Viagra. Because these were guys who had all these wives. They couldn't fuck anymore because they were old. This is recently. The soldiers would give them Viagra, and all of a sudden their dicks work, and they got intel like that because it was this miracle
they wanted
pill.
more pills.
They wanted more fucking pills.
Winning hearts,
It's like going to
minds,
Africa and
cocks.
pulling out a mirror. You know, like, oh, look.
Yes.
But you imagine you can't fuck.
Is that real?
Oh, yeah, it's real. But think about it. These are old men, ideology or not, these young women that they could fuck, but they can't get hard for, and a Viagra gets you dick. Forget it. There's nothing.
The fucking harem must have been pissed.
Yeah.
Didn't have to deal with this stinky old fuck
Exactly.
for years.
Yeah.
Now he's just fucking every night. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Knock, knock,
Wow.
knock. Take one.
I've never taken
You
a
probably.
boner pill.
I admire guys that don't need it. Like a lot of porn guys don't need it. But I mean, I abused I didn't know when I was horny. I would jerk off when I wasn't horny. It wasn't even about being turned on anymore.
Does it affect anything else performance-wise, or just boner? Like, do you come quicker? Do you come?
It's
to
much
last
longer. Much longer to come.
Really?
It's hard to come.
Why? Does it desensitize it?
I don't
or?
know. I honestly don't know the reason, but it's harder to come. But when you come,
it's desensitizing.
Yeah, it's because
the
of,
nerve endings, the synapses in the brain. Well, all right.
It's not a 440, it's a mile, you know.
Yeah. You're going a little longer.
Yeah.
You know, it's the
marathon.
prostate.
At what point does it stop being fun? Get off me, Harry.
Jackie, we got to set this up. We got one guy standing by who wants to play Stump the Joke Man. I think we should do a little
What?
of that today.
The idea of Stump the Joke Man is the setup, and I'm supposed to know the punchline. And here's a setup for you, Anthony. Why did the sperm cross the road?
Why?
Because I put on the wrong pair of socks before I went for a walk this morning. See, that's disgusting.
Very funny.
That's a good one.
You know, last time you were here, you gave us 2 jokes that people were telling for weeks.
You know,
do you have another one today?
We have a new thing where we've been adding a new line. You add a line to a joke. A horse goes into a bar. Bartender says, "Why the long face?" The horse says, "I have cancer."
Oh, fuck.
That's all right, man.
Kid knocks on the door, and the lady answers the door and says, "Mrs. Jones, can Johnny come out and play ball with us?" She says, "You know he has no arms and legs." He says, "That's all right. We're going to use him as third base." She says, "All right, let me get him into his white suit." It's fun. You add a line to an old joke.
I like that.
That's funny.
I've never heard that before. That's
Well,
all
I made
right,
it
man.
up. Finally, Norton, I made something
That's
up.
very funny, man.
You got one more, or am I pushing you? If I'm pushing you, that's fine.
You're never pushing me.
All right, you got one more? That's too good.
How
Not
disgusting.
As bad as you want to get, it's horrible.
Yeah, give us a really bad one.
So, guy's taking his wife hunting on Saturday, and Saturday it's raining. Did I tell us last time?
I don't know. If
Taking
you
his
did,
wife
don't worry
hunting on
about it.
Saturday, it's raining. She says, "I ain't going hunting in the rain." He says, "You're going hunting in the rain, or I'm fucking you in the ass, or you're sucking my cock. Now make up your mind. I'm going to go get the dogs ready." He goes out. He comes back in. She says, "I ain't going hunting in the rain, and you sure as hell not fucking me in my ass, so I'll blow you." She starts sucking his dick. She's, "Phew, your dick tastes like shit." He says, "Yeah, the dogs don't want to go hunting either."
Jesus.
"Mommy, how come I'm black and you're white?" She's, "Listen, the way I remember that party, you're lucky you don't fucking bark." All right.
Holy
shit.
All right, you want to try to get
My
stumped here?
favorite joke in the world is the couple at the marriage council. You know that yet?
No.
The marriage council says to the couple, "I think we should begin with something you have in common." And the husband says, "Neither of us likes to suck cock." All right, I'm done, Ope.
That's a good
All
one.
right, you ready?
I'm done.
All right, let's see if someone can stump the joke man today. We go to John in Denver. John.
Hey, Jackie, it's truly an honor, man.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
Okay, I got 2. They're quick. How was copper wire invented?
2 Jews fighting over a penny.
Why did Jews have big noses?
Air's free. Come on.
Jesus, dude.
Come on.
Boy.
Boo.
Let's go to
Come
Sean
on.
in Albany. Sean.
Boo.
Why do Jewish guys watch porno movies backwards?
So they can see the hooker get the money back?
Very good. So you can't get Norton. You know,
Not with a hooker joke.
for years,
Yeah.
for years I go to parties and people come up to tell me a joke. They say, "I'm going to tell you a joke you never heard." I said, "Not only are you not going to tell me a joke I never heard, try and tell my wife." And they
she-
couldn't tell. Of course, Nancy knew every joke that
They
I
couldn't
knew.
even stump her, huh?
It's like you had to get past Sirianni to get to me.
Right on. Sean in Albany. Let's go.
Hey, Jackie. Hey, did you hear about the guy that got checked into the ER with 6 plastic horses in his ass?
With 6? What in his ass?
Plastic horses in his ass.
6 plastic horses in his ass.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I do not know this.
There were some complications, but the doctor described his condition as stable.
Not a great joke, but
you know what?
not terrible.
I didn't know it.
His
Norton.
delivery wasn't very good, but
Yeah.
you know, his
No.
condition's stable. That's
Email me your address, jokeland@AOL.com.
No, he's gone.
he's
he's
fucking
out.
bad. He's like, fuck that.
He's out.
I did it. I'm out.
Tony in Pennsylvania.
See,
Tony.
I could have sat here and raced my brain for a half an hour, but I would have never come up with that. You know.
Well, how about think about it for 5 seconds? You gave up way too easy on that one.
Jackie knows.
All right, let's go to Tony.
I got the best stump. I was doing the Just for Laughs in 1993 with Nick DiPaolo, Robert Schimmel, Paul Provenza. It was a club soda, nasty show. End of the night, I went on last, and I was playing. They only gave you 25 minutes, but they wanted me to do Stump the Joke Man. I had 10 girls up there, and it was central casting. There was a fat girl, skinny girl, Italian girl, short girl, and Charles Jaffe was in the audience from Rollins and Jaffe.
Okay.
And I didn't know it at the time, but he freaked out because it was a terrific stump, and there was an Asian girl. So, of course, I tortured her the whole time for 10 minutes while I'm talking and breaking the girl's chops. And blah, blah, and she stumped me. She was the last one. And not only stumped me, but she stumped me with an anti-man joke.
Oh,
and I'm
wow,
telling you,
nailed
Norton,
ya.
the fucking place, you ever been to Club Soda? 500 people, the place shook. She spoke pidgin English just well enough that you could make out what she said. She said, "What do toilet, anniversary, and clitoris have in common?" And I marched up and down trying to figure it out. And the answer is, men miss them all. The place went fucking batshit.
That's
Is that a great show?
Oh, right on. With that, let's see if
Tales of the Road with Norton and Marling.
Let's go to Jeremy in Cleveland. We're trying to stump Jackie. Jeremy?
Hello, boys. Hi, Jackie. Big fan, long-time fan.
Thank you.
Hey, why do Jewish people have big ears and bald heads?
From going, how much? How much? Oh! I told that for years. That's a great joke. That's a great one.
Let's go to John in Chicago.
What do you call a Jewish vagina?
No? What?
A can't.
John in Chicago. John.
Hey, what's a baby bear and a girl from Arkansas have in common?
They both lick their paws.
Tony in PA. Tony.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good.
Jackie, how do you make a little girl cry twice?
No. You fuck her in the ass and wipe your cock on her doll.
Yeah.
No, get out of here. Get out of here.
On her teddy bear.
Oh, sorry.
All right,
sorry.
all right.
I guess you got me.
All right, Scott in Tallahassee. Scott.
Yeah. What do do tampons have in common?
Tampons have in common?
You know what do two tampons have in common?
They're both stuck up.
They're both stuck up cunts.
Well,
I spared you the C word.
Adam in Jersey.
I have respect for Anthony and his guns.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
Adam.
you. I'm very offended by that word.
Hey,
I was married to one.
Jackie?
Go ahead, sir. Everyone's listening.
Okay, what's the name of Reverend Al's show on the Black Entertainment Television?
You know.
This sounds like a made-up joke.
Is it one word?
We Be Entertainment. I don't know.
No, it's Nig at Night.
I think it's not bad.
No.
That's,
Let's go to Canada. Maybe Canada can help us out.
Not a
Get the
fan of
energy
that
back.
word. Not a fan of that
Canadians.
word. They were going to make an Al Sharpton stamp,
What,
but
night?
they were afraid everybody spit on the wrong side.
Thanks, Danny.
Two things going on.
Yeah, I know.
Both funny, by the way.
Sorry.
Terrible.
Clay in Canada. Clay.
Stereo.
What do black women get after they get an abortion?
Oh,
A check from Crime Stoppers or something like that. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here.
Is that?
Thanks, checking out, bye.
All right, Trucker Bob in Iowa. Trucker Bob.
Hey, what's meaner than a pit bull with AIDS?
The guy who gave it to him. That's a good one. What has 4 legs and 1 arm? A happy pit bull.
Ryan in Buffalo on the instant feedback. I love Jackie's dirtiest joke. How do you get a gay guy to fuck a girl?
You shit in her cunt. I finally got a smile out of Norton over here.
That is awful. That is awful. And hysterical.
I wouldn't have told that.
That's funny.
Anthony,
Come
he
on.
asked me, Anthony.
That is funny as hell.
Holy shit.
Anthony. You know, I tell people, girls would come up to me in a bar,
Yeah.
even guys, oh, you're so dirty. Tell me a joke that's dirty. Dirty joke, man. Then I tell them that, they walk away gagging. You know, like,
You asked for it.
yeah, like you don't draw a gun, jerk off.
You want a couple
use it.
more? Let's go to Steve in Texas. Steve.
Hey, guys, what's green and has wheels?
Green and has wheels.
Green, green and has wheels. And this is one of those kids' jokes that's easy. Hold on. Green and has wheels. A green garbage truck. I don't know.
Grass. I was just kidding about the wheels.
Ozzie Van Gelderen in 2nd grade says, "What's black and grows?" And the answer was grass. I lied about the color. 2nd grade. And it just got to Texas.
Anthony in Ohio.
That was good, though. He got me.
Well,
second grade.
Come on. Anthony, Ohio.
What do women and tornadoes have in common?
They start off with a nice blow, and pretty soon they take your house.
Basically, yeah. They both scream.
Sorry. Tim in Westchester. Tim.
What's up, boys?
Hey,
Jackie,
Tim.
It's an honor.
Hey.
What do you call a Chinese retard?
A Chinese retard? Oh, now I'm going to get a chunk, letard.
Something wrong.
What?
Something wrong.
See, there's
a variation of that one, right, Jamie?
Right.
Joe in Canada.
The Chinese couple had a black baby. What'd they name him? Something Wong.
Yeah, that's something Wong.
He just made him more politically correct. Do you go racist? Do you go retard?
Right.
You're racist. Do you go retard?
Joey.
Hey, what's the best thing about getting head from an Ethiopian?
You know they're going to swallow.
Ethiopia.
What do you call an Ethiopian taking a shit? A show off. Did you hear about the Ethiopian that fell in the alligator pit?
No.
She ate 3 of them before they could get her out.
Wow.
We're having fun, man.
Kevin in Atlanta.
Hey, what has 80 arms and legs and is 3 feet tall?
Oh, Jerry's kids, get out of here.
Oh, God.
Nope.
Oh. Carl in Utah. Carl.
Morning, boys.
Hey, Carl.
Hey.
Hey, they recently found out why Hitler committed suicide.
He got the gas bill.
Good one. Thanks, boys. Have a good one.
Good one.
You know why Hitler didn't drink vodka? It made him mean.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
God damn, that's good.
Saturday night in Belmore. Tell him, Opie. Come on, I'm working hard here.
You're absolutely killing today. People should see you at the Belmore Theater this Saturday night.
Yes, August 28th.
Across from the Belmore train station.
It's right next to the train station, so all you people in New York that say, I can't go to Long Island, if you can get to Penn Station, you get to the Belmore Theater. It's a beautiful little theater, and the opening act is Jackie Marling. Do you work with, I don't work with opening
I always
acts.
use somebody, yeah.
Do you? I just go up there. I don't want to, I want the whole hour and a half to make a fool of myself. I don't work that much. Well, I don't work that much.
Yeah.
Somebody goes up there and wastes 20 minutes, that's 20 minutes they're not laughing at the end because they're tired.
Hour and a half. God bless you.
Fuck that.
And you're on Twitter, huh? Jay Marlowe.
Yeah, but I haven't been on it in 3 years.
Fucking do the Twitter. You're perfect for it with the jokes.
You said Twitter jokes. I know.
You're perfect for that.
My record company, Oleo Records, people say, I saw your Twitter the other day. That's the record company.
Record company.
But I give them the jokes to put on there, so you know.
Yeah, all right.
I finally got into the Facebook, and I'm pissed off. I apologize. I'm an old guy. I don't think in terms. I should have put on Facebook that I was coming on this show, but I don't think to do that because it's in my mind. I'm not like, I'm going to do this today. Put it on your media site. I always do it 2 days later. Oh, here's a picture of 3 days ago, and here's what I did 3 days ago.
Jackie's fucking copy. He's making copies and shoving them under windshield wipers in the fucking mall parking lot.
Because I love the smell of the mimeograph.
These guys, they want to stump you. Want to keep going a couple more? Or
It's up to you. It's your show. Can you read the fucking window, Opie? It's Opie's show.
We always go too long with phone calls. Dave in Canada. We'll try a couple more.
You're the last. All right.
Go too long.
How about we go? We'll get one more good one, whether it's from a caller or you, and then we'll stop.
All right.
Dave, go.
Here it is. What's the difference between menstrual blood and
If you really try, you could gargle with sand.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
The difference between menstrual blood and sand is you can't gargle with sand. That's from F. Jackie on Oleo Records. All 6 CDs, including my recent CD, Snart. I put out a CD called Snart.
Yeah.
that also comes with a DVD, and it's Stump the Joke Man from Rascals in 1988.
Holy shit.
You don't even need the sound on. You got to see the girls with the cigarettes, the drinks,
And the
hair,
hair.
and the blowjob jokes, and the old ladies telling the blowjob. It's
That's
priceless
awesome.
footage.
Wow,
Priceless
that's
footage.
classic stuff.
It sure is.
And it comes with it.
We should take a quick break because JB Smoove is
he here?
coming in.
All right, good.
I believe he might. He's not. He's out.
He's not here yet.
Oh, he's not here
All
yet.
right.
You want to take a break anyway and get
I
ready
gotta
for
piss.
JB Smoove?
I have to pee badly.
All right, and Jack, it's up to you. We'd love to have
If you
stay.
want to be my friend, go to bcnlboxes.com and just have a look at these boxes because it's my good friend Eddie Bernard, and it's an amazing gadget. You guys,
Can we take a look at it, Danny, really fast? The BCN.
Oh, I didn't mean you guys had to do it here. And go to facebook.com/Jackie's Joke Hunt and join up. Am I allowed to say that on your show?
You just did, brother.
Facebook.com/Jackie's
You're the
Joke
king of the
Hunt.
plug.
You guys must have 10 billion listeners. Do you have a Facebook thing, or you don't even bother with that?
Facebook and Twitter and all that.
We're all over the
You
place.
guys
shit.
are too big. You're
All
too
that
big.
happy
There's no more
bullshit.
game for you. I'm still working my ass off. I'm in the game. You guys are up on the mountain.
We don't even care
You're
anymore.
on a mountain. You're sitting on a mountain with your gun.
Phone it in. That's
You're
right.
Sharon Tate with a cock.
We've been halfway up the mountain for 16 years. We just want to see the top.
A mountain?
Yeah.
We're sitting on a molehill while fucking management shovels under us.
No worries. Don't worry about it, Danny. All right, we'll take a break. Maybe JB Smoove will be right after the break. Hopefully, Jackie will stay. It's up to you.
You can't get rid of me if you want me.
No, we're loving you today.
Thanks for playing Stump the Joke, man. That was great fun,
man.
Jesus, the gay one. Holy shit.
People get some great jokes.
Worth the price of admission, right?
And Jimmy, tickets go on sale tomorrow?
Yes, sir. Tomorrow
Foxwoods?
morning for Foxwoods at 10 a.m. at foxwoods.com.
The Virus, Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hanging with Jackie the Joke Man. During the break, talking about swimming in the Long Island Sound.
Well,
I found my line because I don't mind swimming. I love swimming in the ocean and the Long Island Sound. And I'll even swim at night if the moon's out so you can see some shit. But Jackie's telling us that sometimes he swims and it's completely dark, pitch dark. That's my line. I would be out of my mind.
It's,
No
it's
way.
Great. It's great. There's just enough lights on shore that you
Monsters.
know which way to turn around and
Oh,
swim.
my
over.
God.
fuck
Nah, there's
that.
monsters in
No,
the water.
no
and,
way.
And you
Now-
say you swim naked.
Yeah, I go down there,
But what if, like, I was saying, I'd be afraid, like, because your dick's kind of wiggling down there while you're swimming. It looks like bait.
Well, when it's late at night, it's a little chilly. It ain't hanging down that far.
Okay.
Now, what
the
I
fish
didn't
just
tell
goes
you-
batting where the...
Did the neighbors see you come in and going naked?
I don't think so. I don't
They
care.
have to at this
Well,
point.
he's got his robe on.
Yeah, I wear my robe all the way down, and then
drop the
you
robe
live at the
seductively.
It's like,
Sexy.
I'm like Bo Derek, Now, what I didn't tell you during the break is I have a roommate.
Let's go steal Jackie's robe.
I have a roommate. I have a nice house on the water, and I got a couple guest rooms, and I've always wanted to make my house the come right in. WRITE, the come right in. And I said, why couldn't a producer, an actor, a writer stay with me? And, people come out from L.A. or from wherever. You stay in a hotel. I don't care if it's the Four Seasons. It's a bed and a television and rooms. Come stay with me. Have some fun. Go swimming. See my cock at night. Stay on the deck. And a guy called me up and said, I got a friend that's writing a movie. So Leo Rossi is staying with me, a famous actor. He was in Analyze This and Hill Street Blues and everything in between. And he's the greatest guy in the world. 5 seconds at my house with my sister and the gang. He's already part of the family. So I got my little gang. I talked about him on the radio show the other night. He's one of those Italian actors. Once you see him, you say, I've seen him in everything.
So you don't mind having people at your house? I'm just the opposite.
I live for it. I live for it. And the other day, we're there, and his friend Tony Luke Jr. comes down from Philadelphia. The king of the Philadelphia cheesesteaks comes down. And I got my friend stops by who's a laser vaginal rejuvenation doctor. So I got Tony Luke Jr., the king of the Philly cheesesteaks, and a vagina sculptor, and Leo Rossi. I mean, and I love, because it doesn't stay a field day. You have a barbecue, and then everybody goes home. Leo's up he's typing away. I don't even see him. He feeds the cat and goes away.
I know that guy.
Oh, you saw his picture?
Yeah, of course.
He's staying at your house, huh?
He's such a good guy. I almost dragged him with me today, but he's got to write this movie. He got to write. He was supposed to come on my radio show Tuesday. But the friggin' Long Island Railroad, what happened? The
busted.
The switch box blew up.
Yeah.
Cables from 1925.
It's Lionel Trains, that goddamn.
Come on.
Fuck the trains.
Jesus Christ. But
Well,
so that's the excitement of my
You
life. I
open
got a roommate. I'm in junior high. I ride my bike and I got a roommate.
And you have sleep. Yeah, you have
I'm having a
sleepovers.
sleepover.
And he rides his bike and swims.
I gotta grow up.
It's a hell of a life. Fuck that growing up shit.
We are
None of us in this room have grown up yet.
We're going from the historic Belmore Theater after my show at 9:30 Saturday. We're all going to F.H. Riley's.
Oh, shit.
Heart of Huntington Village.
Brett,
Heart of Huntington
be prepared.
Village. Brett, be ready. We're not going to get there till like 11:30. They're long closed, right? But the bar stays open.
If you're
right?
definitely going to be there, we'll keep the place open for you.
Oh, the bar's open.
We will invade, and if I can't drag everybody, I'm coming, and I'm bringing John Starbuck, my manager, Rob Schneider, their beautiful wives, my friend Mary.
All Saturday night after the
Leo
Belmore
Rossi,
show.
everyone's coming.
Leo Rossi will be there. He'll be signing
He'll like the
autographs. Leo Rossi.
We might be expanding. He's doing that well, yeah.
He's great.
I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about it. Yeah, we got some plans.
I don't know if I'm supposed to.
I just realized
I want to tell you the movie.
You should think that before you say it.
I know.
I want to tell you the movie that Leo Rossi's writing, but I'm not sure I'm allowed to tell you yet. But I'll tell you next time. That way, maybe you'll have me back.
Yeah, see.
But I don't know if we can. We did every goddamn joke there is on Stump. The one joke I didn't tell you is the couple at the marriage counselor. And the marriage counselor says to the husband, say something to your wife that'll make her happy and sad at the same time. He says, for a fat pig, you don't smell that bad. The marriage counselor, like, Jesus, he says to the wife, say something to your husband, make him happy and sad at the same time. She says, you got a much bigger cock than your brother. I'm done. All right, I'm done.
That was great.
I'm done. I'm done. I got to the point where I just do my own voice.
Yeah,
I make fun of myself before anybody else has a chance,
Did we ever talk about Anthony doing the Jackie the Joke Man contest?
I was there
Did we talk about
many
that?
years ago.
Many
years ago.
I don't know if we ever talked about it with you in person.
Early 90s.
Didn't you win or something?
He was supposed to win.
I think so, but I was doing Opie's show at the time, so it was kind of a conflict of interest. But
what were you supposed to do? Come in and do my voice or look like me?
It was kind of just do your voice, and it depended on the voice and the material and stuff. And
you know what? We did so many things so fast, and I was always so goddamn hungover. Were you,
so was I.
You were part of a gang? Or
no, I just came in by myself. And actually, no, I came in with a guy named Randy.
They love it when anybody comes in.
Here it is.
They did that
and
stuff.
Here it is, thanks to the internet.
Oh, my God. Wow. Look at that afro.
You have it?
Yeah, everyone can impersonate Jackie. This proves that anyone can impersonate Jackie.
94.
What is your name?
94.
My name's Anthony from Rock.
Look at that hair.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony, do you have anything to tell us?
Yes. What's black and white and green?
What is that?
My wife having sex on the lawn with a colored. Oh, yeah.
What is...
Yeah, this is Sam Kinison. Hey,
Oh,
Jack,
yeah.
you
I
want
was
to do
trying to
some
fit
Vegas
everything in.
stuff with me, man? We'll, go out there with the outlaws, have some fun.
Oh, where's the money? Where's the money? Green. I love green. Green money. Green weed. Oh, yeah. Oh,
that's hysterical.
Hey, what are you, a professional comedian or something?
Yeah, that's right, Howard. How you been, buddy?
Hey,
I've been
good to
dead
see you.
for quite a while.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
a good
we've seen this stuff in
Kennison,
your body,
man.
taking you out on tour, you're much easier to work with
Yeah,
now.
that's true. I was pretty obnoxious. It's not too good being dead. Those Christ jokes not going over too well these days.
Boy, he's good. He might look odd, but he's good. That's the kid. You do Beatles?
This is like the dumbest contest I've ever done and stuff. This sucks.
Go back to your Kinnison. All right. What's your name, Anthony?
You're stupid.
What's your last name?
Anthony Cumia.
And you're not a professional, are you?
Shut up.
I work on the Opie show on WBAB.
Is that right? What is
Yeah.
the Opie show?
It's Opie, 7 to midnight, WBAB.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm trying to get Opie's plug in.
Sort of does your show. He takes a lot of phone calls.
Why does
He's
it always
outrageous.
have to go there?
He's a young guy.
Always.
Big fan.
You're a big
Jesus.
fan of yours. Big fan.
Well,
You know what I'm
obviously.
He does your show, he takes phone
Meanwhile,
calls.
you're doing great, Jackie. That's all I can say.
Thank you. Why was he wearing a Santa outfit? Was it around Christmas?
Yeah,
Don't you think it's weird that there's a radio guy named Opie?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of weird things going on in radio, quite frankly.
Oh, yeah.
You're sitting in a Santa suit.
Jackie number 2 here. That,
He's sitting in a Santa suit.
There's a lot of weird things going on in radio.
It's
God bless you, Jackie.
Yeah.
And you're wearing a carrot as a nose that day.
You know what? I feel
I guess
bad
it was
that
some
I
kind of
don't remember
Christmas show,
Anthony
like,
coming in, and I'm
that
looking
was-
at Howard in a Santa suit, and I'm wearing a carrot on my
carrot
nose,
nose.
and I don't remember that.
Yeah,
So
you were
that's,
the-
I
you
don't
were
feel
a
so bad about,
snowman.
you know.
I think you were the snowman or something, so you had a carrot nose.
I don't remember him ever being in a Santa suit. What planet was it? 1994.
Oh,
that was
94,
That was the
man. That's
old
16 years
studio,
ago.
too. That was the
Yeah.
studio before you guys moved.
That was the peak.
Wow, that was, goddamn. I sure had
That
a
was the
lot
peak of the
hair
show.
going
That
on.
was the peak of my drinking. Yeah, was that a wig or is that your?
No, that
that's
was
you?
me for fucking. I was in a band at the time and used to come out on stage just and tease out that afro like a Earth, Wind, and
Dude,
Fire.
it looks like you have a penis on you.
Yeah, it is like, I think it might be a dick nose.
I say it's a carrot, but I don't know about
No,
that.
I think it's a penis nose.
Is that a dildo?
Probably, and they had a fisheye lens, so I looked so horrible on that E show because it was one of those, right in your
wide
face.
angle.
My nose looked like it almost looked that big.
Very wide angle there.
That was very funny though.
That was a while ago. Holy
He accused
shit.
you of being a professional comedian. Did you
I
hear that?
know. Well,
You killed.
I was a tin knocker.
That's a
You
great,
were, right?
Construction worker.
I love how you're trying to shoehorn every impression in 2 seconds.
Everything.
It was an
was
audition. Who are you
I
kidding?
was like, come on. This is one of my shots I'm getting here.
Yeah.
Jesus
It
Christ.
worked. You were
Gotta do
great.
something.
Good Kinnison.
Yeah, that was.
I miss Kinnison.
I used to do that. I used to call in from my work truck as Kinnison, and I got on the air a few times
Really?
when I did that. And then I guess somebody else started doing it. And that was
Craig
it for
Gass
me.
does an amazing. You know Craig,
That was
right?
it, Craig.
His fucking Kinnison, man.
Yeah,
is
really good.
frightening.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary.
He's a great impressionist. The one he
yeah,
does,
he
Gene
is.
and Paul, back and forth.
Oh, really?
Dude,
I gotta hear
he's
that.
a funny fuck. Craig Gass.
Gene and Paul back.
He does Gene and Paul.
Who does that?
And I heard Gene hated that he did him. Of course,
I bet. Of
'cause he
course.
sounds just like him.
Gene is so goddamn conceited.
Yeah, but he
How
does
could
Paul.
anyone-
He just captures Paul Stanley.
Does he?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Craig's funny.
We don't have JB Smoove after all. What happened?
What
We canceled?
happened? We're
We don't
too,
know.
Too white a show?
Can I be
No,
an idiot? Who is that?
He's on.
Yeah, he's on.
Was never confirmed.
All right, so we thought it was.
Yes.
Is it a rapper? Is it a rapper? I'm going to go out on a limb.
No, he's a great comedian. He's on Curb Your
Let
Enthusiasm.
me leave you with this.
Which guy is he on Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Black guy, the black guy, Leon.
He's really? I was going to meet Leon.
Yeah.
You motherfucker! Where are you?
I don't know what happened.
You know who he is?
That's some weird shit, Larry.
He's a funny fucking dude.
And
man.
that's how you.
That's so funny.
Where's Steve today? Tony in Brooklyn.
What
Now-
did I miss? See inside
I'm
jokes. You're a
sorry.
prick. You're a prick.
And that's
You know how shit goes on sometimes.
As long as the
around
inside
here.
joke's not about you, don't worry about it.
Well,
You'll be
I'm making sure.
Yeah, you'll be okay. Tony has a question for
Wait,
you.
I have a new phrase. No.
Tony in Brooklyn. Now, Jackie, because we're friends, if any of these questions are too much, you just tell me.
Please.
I'm not going to do that to you. Tony in Brooklyn. This one's an easy one, though. Tony, go ahead.
Please.
Hey, Jackie, whatever happened to Billy West? He was probably made your show the best when it was.
Billy West is the king of the voiceover guys.
Oh, yeah.
He does many of the voices on Futurama that was just renewed for 3 years, and I was with that prick when he got the call. We were sitting there eating dinner in Los Angeles, and he takes a phone call, and he goes, "Oh, good. And what was that? Oh, we just got renewed for 3 years." And it was, what's his name, calling him personally, the creator. And he's the Red M&M, and he's phenomenal. And I'm making a documentary, and he's going to, do some on-air stuff with
He's
the
also
documentary.
the bee on one of the cereal commercials.
Yeah, you walk down the cereal aisle and he goes, "That's me, that's me, that's me." We and him did a show about 3 or 4 months ago at the Record Collector store down in Bordentown, and we just sat there and shot the shit, and the audience was like spellbound for, and all I did was sit there. I was in the audience. I was sitting next to him, poking him with a question here and there, and he would go behind the curtain and say a voice, and then he'd come out, as an old black guy, or he came out this guy, that guy, Marge Schott, whatever. And he's so talented. He's one of those guys that you could only be with him a little while, and you got to get out of the room because you get a headache. And then all of a sudden somebody brings in a guitar, and the guy plays guitar better than anybody that you ever met. It's like, when the fuck did he learn to do that?
Yeah, I don't know Billy. Man. I met him. I've never met him. And we were supposed to interview him at Comic-Con. We've talked to him on the phone. I really wanted to meet him. But he had left the table by the time we got there, and then there was just a fuck up with the scheduling. So we're like, all right, next time. But I really wanted to meet him. He's a fucker.
We had him on the show
guy,
once.
man.
He was great.
Really funny
He
guy.
did a mockumentary about Comic-Con with my friend Eric Middleman that was, and, you know, the people just go nuts for him. You know, he's one of those guys, you don't see him that often, but he just...
You think he's rich from voiceover work?
You know, he has to take a fucking wheelbarrow to the mailbox. You know what I mean? He's just a good cat, a real good cat, straight shooter. He's one of those guys that was drunk on his ass the whole time.
I don't go for that.
When he was on BCN back in the 90s, and he escaped to New York, and boom, went through the roof.
Wow. Yeah,
and when he was on the show, he'd be sitting behind me and Fred, and we'd be winging notes, and he'd be going a million miles an hour. But it was strange because he was in back of us, so we couldn't pass the notes to Howard so Howard could okay him. And Billy was a 500-pound gorilla. So you had to be very careful what you wrote, because if you wrote 3 cunts walked into a bar, he would read it, because he's going too fast to edit. So Fred's handing me stuff, and I'm handing stuff, and trying to put it in order, and I just wish there was video. I mean, he was just frightened. And Al Michaels would come in, and Billy would do Al Michaels, and he'd say outrageous stuff as Al Michaels, and Al would say, "That's not me," and he'd say, "It is me. That's not me."
He had to keep saying that wasn't me.
It was so unbelievable. It was so dead on. You know, now pull that up, Danny. What the fuck?
How long was he on the show?
I think 4 years, 3 years.
A while, okay.
That's
I'm
it.
not sure. He
I thought it was
started.
longer.
He came on for a little bit, and then a while longer, and he was on 2 days, 3. I forget exactly.
One of the most famous things ever, and still hysterical to listen to, is the Larry Fine
at
Woodstock.
I can still, you don't remember much. I still remember being in Howard's office writing that because we were falling down. The first time he said, as Larry, Jimmy, you know, I can't do Larry Fine. Jimmy, set your guitar on fire. You know. Mo was tripping. Oh, God,
It was so good. And then Allison Steele's voice on it, so it was perfect.
Lent it
It was it, yeah. Is that it?
Very few people realize that most groups appearing at the Woodstock Festival did not make it into the Woodstock movie. Artists such as Leslie West and Mountain, Creedence Clearwater Revival, and the Jefferson Airplane. But the most glaring error was the omission of Larry Fine of the Three Stooges, whose backstage contributions were the backbone of the festival.
Oh boy, this is beautiful. It's beautiful. Hey, who is that ugly broad? Janet Joplin? I wouldn't f*** her with Shemp's.
Yes, Larry Fine was feeling no pain.
Hey, Mo, I'm getting dizzy. What's hashish?
It wasn't long before the crowd was won over by Larry as he led them in the infamous rain chant.
Hey, come on, you ass. Thing. It's raining out. We gotta make it stop raining.
Larry got to know stars like Jimi Hendrix.
Hey, Jimmy, is it my imagination, or has Santana's drummer been taking a solo for a day and a half?
Hey, man, Larry, you are sore.
Thanks, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, who's the darky with the needle in his arm?
That's my good friend. We experiment with drugs together.
Larry was asked to make several stage announcements, which wasn't so easy because he was drunk.
Oh, please don't eat the brown acid. I'm warning you. Please get off those towers. I had long hair before any of you jerk-offs. Get on off those towers, you hard-ons. Don't eat the brown acid. I'm warning you. And somebody find me a whore.
Larry advised many of the up-and-coming stars like Country Joe and the Fish.
Hey, Mr. Fine, excuse me, you got a minute?
Hey, Country, how you doing? Hey, what are you and the Fishes gonna do when you get out on stage?
Oh, man, I don't know what to do. I got no ideas.
I got it. Why don't you go out there and spell
Hey, man, great idea.
Now get out there before I take an axe handle to your colon.
Joe was truly inspired.
Give me an F! Go for it, Country. Give me a U! Hey, don't forget the K at the end.
Larry doubted his usefulness at Woodstock, but he soon realized he was an integral part of the festival. In one of Larry's last recorded interviews, he spoke in great detail about the 3 days of peace and love.
What do you remember about Woodstock?
Well, I felt out of place until I saw Shana Na. I said to Mo, let's trip. We have nothing to lose. I tie-dyed my hair.
Was there alcohol abuse?
Oh, yes. I started drinking when I heard Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
To this day, if you listen to Crosby, Stills, and Nash, you could hear faintly in the background a drunken Larry Fine singing along with the group.
Getting to the point where I'm no fun anymore.
Larry Fine, not just one of the Three Stooges, but an integral part of the Woodstock Festival.
Mo gave Jimmy the lighter fluid idea for lighting the guitar.
So you take credit for that?
Yeah, I said let the Schwarzer light himself on fire and his stupid guitar.
Are you bitter about Woodstock?
Bitter? Hell yeah. Those verkackte schnooks at Warner Brothers stiffed me on the movie deal for Woodstock.
Larry Fine, the forgotten stooge. I'm Allison Steele with another Woodstock Minute.
That's
people have told me.
Genius,
people have told me they've listened to stuff and their faces hurt from laughing. And I always thought it was an expression, and my face literally hurts right now.
Every second of that is hysterically
I have not
funny,
heard
man.
that in 20. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
I've never heard that.
Oh,
it's fucking really
great,
funny.
I remember the first time I heard that. I literally, when people call in a radio show and say, I can't drive, I almost crashed, I had to pull over because I was laughing so hard. I'm missing half of it.
They pull up in front of the tunnel so they don't lose the signal.
It was just
round of applause
hysterical.
for Billy West.
Yeah, Billy.
Also
Holy
Ren and
fuck.
Stimpy, obviously.
Ren and Stimpy.
Well, he later, kind of altered that voice a little for Stimpy. Yeah. Oh my
Stimpy,
God,
right.
that is so funny. I tie-dyed my hair. I had long hair before any of you hard.
My favorite line, before I take an axe handle to your colon.
I knew that
Before
would be
I
your favorite.
take an axe handle to your colon.
But the signature line is, I'm warning you.
Yeah. Get off those towers. I'm warning you.
I'm warning you.
I'm warning you.
You know, the first time he came on the show, and they said, Howard probably said, what impressions do you do? And I think he said Larry Fine. And I remember myself in my head, because you watch the Three Stooges, well, there's nothing distinguishable about that. Till
you hear
and then
someone
he does
do
it,
it.
It's like,
holy shit.
who knew that it was that much of a caricature? And how did I miss it? It's so distinct.
Yeah.
One word, and
What years were you on the show?
I worked for free from 1983 to 1986, one day a week, and then we went to mornings. They went to mornings in '86, and I was on 2 days a week, and then I stopped going on the road, and within a month or so, I was on 5 days a week, and I left in 2001. So 15 years as head writer, and
You've been
3 years
gone
for free
9
before
years
that.
already?
Holy shit.
I marched forth on March 4th of 2001. People talk, it's like it was yesterday.
I know. Wow, that's crazy.
9 years later, people go, hey, miss you on the show. It wasn't yesterday. It was 9 years ago. But there's so much best of and stuff,
flies.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You're still well represented on the show.
Yeah, it's great fun.
Know who's great is Fred. He lives in Jimmy's building. He's my neighbor because I lived next to him. What a great guy.
Great character.
Solid dude, man. Solid.
Yeah.
So talented. I've always said in every interview, he's maybe the funniest, fastest. I mean, it's frightening. You'll talk to him about something, and before you finish your sentence, he has something funny and intelligent to say about what you're. I mean, like he's lightning. He's lightning. He's just wonderful. I've and they say he really badmouths me on the show really terribly lately for the last years, and I have no idea whether it's shtick or whether he's actually mad at me for so. I know they were mad at me for leaving the show and breaking up the show, but I have never done anything but sing the highest praises. I mean, he's like Billy. He's so talented. He gives you a headache. We come up, hey, let's do an idea. Let's do something about a gerbil, and he comes in the next day with 20 pages. I mean, he's just
that's psychotic.
He's just
that's psychotic.
Who works that hard?
It's unbelievable.
I might throw a joke at you.
Exactly. And they always make fun of me because I was like, we don't have to do any work, do we?
A beautiful mind.
Two opposites. But we would sit there and write song parodies, and people get mad at me for the analogies, but we were Lennon and McCartney, and you could almost go through and pick out the smart lines, the stupid lines, the punchline lines. One of the great stories. My friend Ron Zimmerman has been dating this woman for a while, and it was kind of a secret, but now it's out. Ron Zimmerman, the comedian, do you know him?
Don't know him.
Skinny little guy
yeah.
from Washington, D.C., and knew Howard from way back. Well, he lives with Cher. Of all, I mean,
now he does?
It's an unbelievable match. But I forget, what the hell were we talking about?
Song parodies.
Oh, so we're writing song parodies, and we're sitting there, and Howard always said, don't edit. Write whatever you want. There was sometimes I would write something and hand it to him on the air, and he'd like look over at me like, what planet are you from? You know what? One of the most glaring ones was, it was a heinous thing that happened where they dragged a black guy to his death behind a car.
Yeah, Greaseman lost his job from that.
And I passed Howard a note, and he looked at me, and he didn't read it, but the note said, Polish water skiing.
Jeez.
You know, horrible.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're not thinking about what happened. You're putting A and B together.
Right.
So we're sitting there, and Cher was living with the bagel maker. This is 30 years ago.
Rob
Camilletti. So she's living with her. So we decide we're going to do a song parody, and it's point of view Rob Camilletti singing "I Got You, Babe." You know, "I Got You, Cher." So we're writing it, and it was always so much fun. And back in those days, me, Howard, and Fred in the office, we had I weighed about 220 because we had a Rishardi ice cream thing that they kept full. So I'd sit there and eat. I'd eat 4 pints of ice cream and be ready for more. You know what I mean? And we sit there, and so you hopped up on the sugar, and we're going a million, and we get to the B section of the song, and I just kind of shook my head, and Howard said, "What?" I said, "No." I said, it is so stupid that I'm embarrassed that it went through my head, and it wound up being the funniest line of the song.
Write it down.
Yeah, because the B part of the song is, you know, "I got flowers in the spring, I got you to wear my ring." And it goes, "I see London, I see France, I saw Cher in her underpants." And people would drive off the phone. It was so childish.
Of course.
People went fucking nuts for it. Just fucking nuts.
Sometimes that's the shit that works the best.
Because, you know, it's so smart and such a funny point of view, and just the absurdity of her living with a bagel maker in Queens and him singing a song that anything put in there.
And his whole image was the dolt, you know, the mindless boy toy thing. And that fit
perfect.
Logistically,
absolutely
it fits.
perfect.
Was he handsome?
You know, I don't really remember, but I think so. I think he was like, you know, a Guido, a good-looking, nice guy, you know.
And Cher was getting older at that point, so
whatever happened to that guy?
He wasn't going out with Cher anymore.
Yeah, that
Back
was
to the
it, right?
bagels, motherfucker.
Nowadays, if it would happen yesterday, he'd have a reality show. He'd have a book deal.
Yep. Dance with the Stars.
Dance with the Stars.
Right?
Yeah. Boy, it was tough back then. You kind of were there and then you were gone.
Yeah, it was like 15 seconds of fame.
Yeah, now you can hang on for a little longer.
The Billy West Marge shot bit was one of the funniest things I ever heard.
I always wondered if somebody, because the classic days of terrestrial radio and not
that was on regular radio.
that.
I'm sitting here thinking I'm scared to play it on satellite just to show the people what Billy
I'm
West
thinking
used to
somebody
do.
gets in their car and they're just going through the stations, and all of a sudden you get to Billy West ranting as Marge shot and the stuff he said. It must have
The
been
old Cincinnati Reds owner.
Did he sound like her? I don't know what she sounded like.
It was a
just
parody through and through.
But she was so racist that his Marge shot was so unbelievably off. You know,
because the stories about Marge shot were that she was very racist in the clubhouse and would treat people differently based on their race and what have you. So Billy would just blatantly be, but I mean, blatantly racist.
And
how that shit got on the air, I will never know.
I know. March with your brothers. Oh, God.
There was a time, though, you were safe. If you were bringing in good ratings, you could pretty much do whatever you wanted.
It wasn't against FCC regulations.
No, that's what's crazy. As long as you didn't talk about her breasts.
Right.
You know.
Perish the thought you mentioned her breasts or vagina.
Right, but throw the N-word out there all you want.
Oh, that was
TV,
fine.
you can show somebody cutting off a woman's breast, but they can't squeeze it after it falls off. You know?
You're right. That's a great way to put it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We're insane in this country.
We really are.
Especially Danny. He's a loudmouth.
Oh, my God. He doesn't shut up. Yeah, look, they're all available there somewhere, but...
Yeah, it's too long to play.
No, it's too scary.
Like to play them is just...
I don't even know.
That was just an amazing part of history back then, like radio history. There was so much shit going on.
I was talking to somebody. You know what was great? Whenever we went into a new market, I was always writing stuff that Howard would say, because he'd always do a speech, you know, like a welcoming speech, which would be so outrageous and insult the town or whatever.
Of course.
But it was great because whenever they wrote up wrote an article about us getting to town, they would always lead the article with the most outrageous thing he said, and very often it was something I wrote. It's always great fun to see it in print, but what was really fun was when we get fined, and Tom Chiasano would, and everybody get a copy of the FCC violation, and to see what you'd written.
Oh, we would all laugh.
In print.
Oh,
yeah.
in print.
Yeah. We've had a few of those.
The first one was Susan Berkowitz. Susan Berkowitz was our traffic. She was our traffic girl. We call her Susan Berkowitz, and she lost a bet to Howard, so she had to sing a song, and the song was "I Gotta Be Me." But the parody was, I love sodomy. So I have the actual lyrics that I had written out for her that we gave to her. And I also have the FCC official, you have been cited for, and to see it, in print is,
Saying it or singing it is one thing. When you do it over the air, once you read it in a legal document,
I'm down on my knees. I'm begging you, please. I love sodomy. Oh, God. Fantastic stuff.
When you got that shit back from the FCC, it was always a lot of fun.
Oh, man.
You're just
as long as you had the
going,
ratings, you didn't care.
Oh, yeah.
You knew you would get through it.
It's so child.
You would laugh at the boss's office.
You've been fined for talking like a 12-year-old on the playground. Jesus.
Who? And the argument was always, who was it hurting? Who were you hurting by just a song about sodomy like that?
Unbelievable.
Did you ever have sensitivity meetings? Me and Aunt, back in the day when we were in Boston, we had sensitivity meetings.
Not only that,
we didn't even know we insulted a gay group or the gay community. We didn't even know.
Of course.
And we had to meet with a gay group, and they wanted to hand out dittos and reading material, and then they wanted to have a follow-up meeting. And our GM went with it. I'm like, tell these guys to go the fuck away.
It's like saying, I went to alcohol training, But you know what happened when people first started getting sued for sex in the office, sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Tom Chiasano, we had a sexual harassment meeting.
No way.
Shit, that must have been.
And there was a TV screen, and he was going to play the official video he had to play.
Yeah.
And so it was you couldn't write this.
No.
And so
you got to know
all of
Chiasano
us
too.
And all of the salesmen, and we're all in this room. There's like 50 people in the room. Tom comes in to start the lecture. I had drawn a big cock and put it on the TV screen. And he's trying to talk. And when everybody's giggling, he's like, and he got pissed.
Yeah.
Which made it even funnier. He didn't
took that
just
shit
laugh.
very seriously.
Yeah. Oh, and I mean a big cock.
Great.
With
But the
hairy
classic
balls.
thing when somebody's talking and they don't know there's something going behind them, there's got to be a word for that.
That's fantastic.
It was a classic. Man, if I ever make a movie, that scene's going to be in the movie. That was just one. He was so pissed off. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
That's great.
That's the kind of harmless hijinks that's so fun.
And the fact that it's at a sexual harassment training thing is fantastic. Come on.
I didn't mind. I didn't mind Tom.
Oh, he was a great guy.
I didn't mind him. I was surprised.
Oh, no.
Tom actually turned out to be,
well,
really.
he had to
right.
get mad at me for that. I mean, he had to. It's like a teacher that likes you. If you throw a spitball at him, he might love you, but he's got to say, you can't do that.
Yeah. He'd always do shit like that, and like at those meetings, because we had to go to a couple of those things, and then go, now this, it's not for air. This isn't for air. And then you'd go right on the air and talk.
Oh, you couldn't wait to go on the air.
Reading, we get these big
we drove our
pamphlets.
PD in Boston crazy, because then he would come running down the hall. I told you guys. And then we would play, what? We didn't know. We thought the other thing.
Remember the stereotyping?
He would drive him nuts. He would be literally pulling his hair out. He didn't know how to handle it.
Remember the stereotype pamphlet we got about the hurt? What was it called?
Oh, no, Words Hurt.
Yeah, Words Hurt.
It was called Words Hurt.
That's when I knew regular radio was over, when they handed out the Words Hurt.
They handed those out, and they told us, this isn't for air. Just go through it and read it. And we're reading it and going, how is this not for air? You couldn't sit there as a comedy writer and write this. So it had to be. And we just started reading through it on the air and got
Words hurt. I love having
jammed up.
That conversation with people. Words hurt. It's called a punchline.
Yeah.
If nobody gets hurt to some degree, there's no comedy.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes. And people don't.
Mel Brooks' definition of comedy and tragedy? That's the classic. Comedy is when you fall off a cliff, and tragedy is when I stub my toe. You know, it's like it's all point of view. You know, somebody gets hurt every time you say something. Every time you say something, you know, somebody gets hurt to some degree, or else there's no humor there.
Yeah, and someone will always think there, and I think it's so self-centered to think that you're the only person on earth, so that if it hits too close to home for you, now that isn't funny.
Now that's off base.
But the other day, they were laughing at somebody else's misfortune or whatever it is.
It's like a midget going and say, "Hey, do you hear about the 2 Jews?"
Yeah,
you know.
And then a midget joke. It's like, "Hey, buddy,
wait a minute, wait a minute."
But I think that humor has to be aware of. I can't even say it without laughing. I wanted to just see what it was like to say that. I couldn't even get it
aware
out.
of people's feelings, and when it is hurtful, it's just hurtful and not funny.
Yeah, I'd
anymore.
like to see where's the funny. Show
The
me
minute
the
somebody
funny.
starts talking like that, you know what comes to mind? Did you ever see Coconuts with the Marx Brothers?
Oh, my God, yeah.
And Harpo is at and the guy starts giving the speech, and Harpo's like,
he gets behind.
He's walking out slowly, like I'm not staying for this horse shit, you know.
That's fantastic, man. Yeah,
well, that's
some
how to
people
end the conversation with a Marx Brothers reference.
Hey, sure, why not? That's genius stuff.
Genius stuff.
I love watching Day of the Races.
I don't. There's a weird question coming in.
That's fantastic.
Mike in Chicago. Mikey.
Good evening.
Well, Mike.
I want to ask Jackie, you know, what would him, Howard, and everybody else associated with that show thought about when O&A got, you know, that whole church scandal thing going on?
When the Sex with Sam thing took us out, Howard was extremely happy. We were out of his hair finally. I remember that. I remember
you weren't on the show by then, right?
Yeah. Jackie wasn't on the show at that point.
2002. So he wasn't even there.
But I had a whole definite. I mean, I hate the power of the Catholic Church, and to me, you know, and you know what's so funny on stage? You can talk about anything you want. You mention Jesus Christ, they're gone for 2 minutes. So I don't fuck around with Jesus on stage. But you know, if you're not a Catholic, that's a building.
Yeah,
it's just a building, yeah. And the guy wasn't beating her up, and he wasn't hitting her with a club. Whether it happened or didn't happen,
exactly.
If a guy had sex with a girl in a building, there was no foul. Maybe, hey guys, use your head. Don't do that again. But the heinous
it got so blown out of proportion too.
To me, it was such bullshit. And I don't care whether it was you guys or Billy Bob or Howard or who it was. It's like. It's unfair that the Catholic Church could have that much power that they could just say, listen, we're going to be angry unless you punish these guys. Well, so I had your back, even though it was 2002 and nobody was asking my opinion.
With that said, looking back, oh boy. Oh boy.
Wow.
That would have
been a good idea not to do it.
Yeah, that was a tough one to defend.
Yeah.
But you didn't do it expecting that kind of shitstorm.
Not at all.
It was a perfect storm that day.
Right.
It got, and I'm sure you guys have been in the same situation before, being on radio, where something happens and you know how it happened because you were there and you saw it or said it or wrote it or watched it happen, and then it gets picked up by the news and gets completely twisted around to where it's such an exaggeration.
I'll say it in one phrase. Howard fucking around with the death of Selena.
Right. Yeah.
Who, you would have thought
what exactly happened with that?
Desecrating her body, you would have thought.
She died, and there was like 3,000 people in line.
Checking out the body?
I'm not sure.
She got murdered, right?
Uh-oh, Jackie just fucking edited himself.
What happened? I mean, that was many years ago.
Jackie's thinking.
He had to apologize.
In Spanish.
And he apologized in Spanish. And the second... You know what? We just talked about.
Jackie's scared.
No, I'm not scared. I'm just not.
Polish
sure
water skiing.
Well,
it's Polish water skiing.
Well, what exactly was said? I mean, was there jokes made about her death, or what was?
Supposedly, Howard took it too lightly or something like that. But the whole Spanish community was up in arms at him, and it was one of those business as usual things, but all of a sudden somebody said, wait, I take umbrage with that. And like, all right, but what about the 35 billion things he said before that and 35 billion things he said after that about every race, every color, every creed, every religion? We're just having fun here. There was no singling her out.
You never know which thing is going to get you in trouble.
But the
Sex with Sam we knew, but we've been in trouble a bunch of times over the years, and you never know that's the thing that's going to catch on.
But that lit the fire, just like the St. Pat's thing. It was like, it was way,
Did you guys lose Dallas over that, or no? Did you lose an affiliate or no?
Was that the thing when we weren't allowed in Houston?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it was something
Let me
like
ask you
that.
the apology in 2 languages. Was that because of because there was no FCC violation? Let's just say were there outside forces that were kind of causing a problem?
You know what? I don't remember. I think it was just one of those things where, it was much easier to just say I'm sorry.
And then you sort of made a bit out of it by doing it in Spanish.
Yeah. I wish
That's all that was about,
and I'm
Jimmy.
not taking the fifth here. I really don't remember that well. I just remember it was a much bigger deal.
I think there were death threats or something, so that was why.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was.
I want to know why Jackie stopped himself now.
Somebody said,
I can't help myself.
Somebody said that.
Email me, jokeland@AOL.com. I will reveal it at the historic Belmore Theater at 9:35 on Saturday night. No, I didn't really.
There's an instant feedback, but
someone said he was making fun of our music, saying it sounded like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
And then Fred might have done something, and that made Jackie laugh.
Yeah, it's like I think you know what I think his main thing that insulted them was he didn't know who she was. He was like, "What music?" You know what I mean? And it was like, "Pardon me." I don't know salsa music.
I read that. Yeah, that was it. Jackie's just like,
all right.
Yeah, well,
I won't go there.
No,
but why not?
I wrote that the people in line were eating her body.
Oh shit!
That's
Jackie. You know what?
Because they were Spanish and they were hungry and they were eating her body.
That deserves a plug. No,
I think you
fuck
have to
that.
apologize.
Jackie's going to be at the Belmore
I don't care
Theater.
if I go to hell.
We got it out of him. Jackie's going to be at the Belmore Theater this
Listen, I love
Saturday
you guys.
night.
What am I doing? Holding back? It was 25 years ago.
Yeah, come on.
And you wrote it in fun, like you make fun of anything
You know how
else.
you eat a dead body.
Of course.
Saturday, Belmore Theater.
Hungry.
One show at 9:30, right?
Yep, one show, 9:30. It's right next to the Belmore train station. Come from New York City.
This is a good night of entertainment, and then Jackie brings everyone to my brother's restaurant, F.H. Riley's. Come on now.
In Huntington.
Come on.
Go to bcnlboxes.com, and you can grow your own tomatoes or watermelons or squash, cucumbers, whatever you want to grow, Norton. You can grow it in this world's greatest grow-it boxes.
Everything but pot. Keep it legal.
No, not
Keep it legal.
Why would anybody grow pot?
Of course.
Eddie Bernard, I love you.
All right, Jackie. I think this is a good place to end the show. You know what we're doing after the break? The We Deliver Keggers thing we talked about earlier.
Oh, that girl.
E-Rock found the bit.
Found the whole thing?
Yeah,
Good.
he says it's brutal.
Oh, where she starts crying?
Brutal.
Good.
Both of us.
I'll have to get
this
to the
time
truck
around.
real quick.
I don't remember.
We must have had a really bad day because we both went after her.
I was listening to one of the best ofs on the way home, and Jimmy was going off on that woman yesterday that called up and said she had a daughter with some kind of a mental problem, and we were playing Guess the Mental Problem based on 20 questions, and you just unloaded on because she hated you. She said you weren't funny, and you just started unloading on it. It was funny shit.
I don't remember that one.
And then we played 20 questions. It's like, all right, does she have a Mo from Three Stooges haircut? And
I don't
just
remember
all
that.
the
To
basic
determine
things.
whether or not somebody was challenged?
Yeah, what
See, I
type
didn't
of...
say retard, Danny.
She said her daughter was handicapped in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, right.
And we were like, all right, don't tell us how. We want to guess.
Oh, you're going to get there.
So we started saying, what's higher, her height or her IQ? And it was
vaguely
so
remember that.
bad.
I don't remember this one.
Does she walk around or does she roll around?
Yeah, shit like that. Yeah. Oh, God. Does her tongue get sunburned when she walks around? It was awful stuff. But the fact that she was going along with this, you then opened up on it because she said you weren't funny. You opened up on her about using her daughter for her attention whore ways, that she just called in because she's an attention whore. And it was brutal.
Wait, how long ago was it?
You laid into her. I don't know.
Yesterday.
It was yesterday.
You were on Viagra.
2008? Yeah, that wasn't that long ago.
All right, listen, Ron and Fez are live today.
Yes.
So that's going to be a big show. Ronnie's back.
Yeah.
His appendix.
Well, Fez is here.
Huh?
Is Ron here?
Is Ron
Yeah.
here?
I heard he's not here.
What?
Jimmy's fucking around with everyone.
Why are you fucking around with us?
Yeah, didn't you see the smile before he delivered the line?
I'm not a good liar.
Jackie, it's a pleasure.
Thank you, guys. It was great fun.
You're certainly our friend now, man.
Yes,
I love it.
That is obvious.
Jackie, always
Belmore
Wave goodbye
Theater
to the
Saturday
camera.
night. Huh?
Opie and Anthony, wave
Oh,
goodbye
yes.
to the camera. Thank you for the nice things. Oh, that's nice. Saturday night.
Yes.
Saturday night, and coming up tomorrow, Artie Lang.
Jesus.
You had to
doing all
go
right?
there, Norton, as we're turning off the mics.
Is he doing all right, though? Does anyone know?
I haven't heard anything.
Nobody,
honestly don't know.
Nobody knows. I asked
That's the
everybody.
biggest kept secret, man.
Yeah.
So I hope he's doing. I said it because a lot of people were hoping that we were going to like poke at Artie and stuff. I'm like, no, man. He
did that himself.
Why would he? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, come on.
God.
It's a joke.
Did you say that? That was good.
See?
But no, man. I mean, he's in a bad place. We weren't
And I
going to
don't
go
know
after
anything.
that shit.
Nobody knows nothing.
I just hope he's doing well.
Cone
Simple
of
as
silence.
that.
Me too.
All right, man. Ron and Fez next. Stay tuned, though. The We Deliver Keggers bit.
Okay.
E-Rock says it's amazingly
Nice.
brutal and funny at the same time. Jackie, thank you.
Thank you.
Life in corporate America can be a grind.
All they do is they remove the humor from everything.
And you don't want to worry about your behavior around the office becoming a problem.
I'm standing here with this erection feeling silly.
You're gonna need some sound advice
Talk less and suck more.
from a qualified professional.
I'm a stand-up comic who hates his own guts.
New from the HIV Corporation. It's the Jim Norton Sensitivity Handbook.
Sensitivity training. Maybe you could send someone from Human Resources in, and they can tickle my bag a little. I can go, ooh, very sensitive area, and then they can leave.
Jim will help you construct a business plan.
Greed is good.
He'll guide you through the hiring process.
Hire all fat chicks if you don't want them harassed.
He's also a whiz at customer relations.
Here's what you do, stupid. When they complain, you go, click. You take the phone, click.
Ladies will also enjoy Jim's wardrobe recommendations.
You send them to training to not have those big tits showing during the workday.
Jim is also an experienced marriage counselor.
How could you marry a chick that won't drink out of your mule?
And he can help mend even the most fractured of family relationships.
I killed my wife with a hammer.
And he'll also assist with time management.
1:30, Human Resources attempts to talk about sensitivity training. 1:35, they are wiping saliva that Jim Norton has spit on them off of themselves as he walks outdoor. End of meeting.
Call 1-800-LOG-DROP for the Jim Norton Sensitivity Handbook. Order today.